right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Nemesis. It's day 2 of the play-in tournament, and we are back, and we are better than ever as it is win or go home time. The 9s versus the 10 seed of the play-in tournament are going to be going at it, and it is spicy. You know, like I said, I got Grebsy in the booth with me. I'm Rockerman, hosting the play-by-play for this first matchup, and Grebsy, we got a spicy one to kick things off.
We do. These are two great teams with Grandmasters versus Blizzard, and they have the exact same 9 versus 9 score and also 33 and 35 matches. So they are completely even here going into this game. That said, the Grandmasters did beat Blizzard last time they faced them 3-0. So Blizzard needs to come back here and show that they want this.
Yeah, definitely so. It's gonna be a spicy one. It's gonna be a spicy one, as you know. There's a lot at stake here. Like we mentioned, it is win or go home for both these teams, and I mean it's just spicy. I'm gonna pull up Grebsy. I'm gonna pull up the bracket real quick so we can have everyone take a look. Obviously, we saw the first matchup on Monday. Dragons moving on to that 7 seed. Venganza unfortunately falling. They're gonna move up to play on Saturday night. But what do you make of this bracket here in 9 versus 10?
You know, it's going to be interesting because Venganza, when they were playing, they didn't have their main player. He was gone from the game. So if he's going to be back for that, then it's going to be a very difficult game for whoever wins between the Grandmasters and Blizzard here. If their number one player doesn't show up, then it's kind of a toss-up. It's really hard to know.
Yeah, definitely. So we're gonna be looking to see who's gonna pop in the lobby. I already saw the Grandmasters kind of made a little bit of an appearance there in the lobby. We saw Nuggy, Moifin, and I believe it was Gamma. We're gonna have to fact check that. Get a name fact check on that one. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting here as we wait on a couple people to join up. But Grebsy, what are you looking forward to in this matchup? Who are you looking out for on both these two teams? There's obviously a lot of great players in the Titan League.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you have Nuggy here, was your season 9 MVP, so you know he's gonna be a great contender, and he was also in the the All-Star match as well, playing in there, and did a great job there. So it's looking like Grandmasters are a bit more passive, maybe a bit more defensive on play style. They've got 3rd in saves, 6th in assists, and going up against Blizzard here, who has the number 1 goal scorer per game, Comp, and he's 4th percentage shooting overall. So it could be a very hard, heavy offense against a very solid defense, and we're just gonna have to find out how that goes.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to figure it out here as players are joining up, but we're gonna have to see. Channel point predictions are up, folks, so get them in. There's a lot of points down. I know Mr. Grebsy here, we'll talk about his prediction, but he has put down a lot of points down there on one of these two teams. So you guys can get your predictions in. Right now, it's looking like it's looking in the favor of Blizzard at the moment. The survey is saying 20-7 in favor of Grandmasters. So Grebsy, while we're waiting, let's get a prediction from you. Who do you got? Where do you put your channel points, and tell us why?
Yeah, I put my money where my mouth is here. I put it all on Blizzard, all 55,000 points that I have. My theory here is, Grandmasters 3-0'd them last time they played, and Blizzard's going to be, wanting this match. They're going to be coming back hard. And I think that might give them the advantage here, is Grandmasters might be just sitting pretty and might get caught off guard.
Well, we're gonna have to see. We are gonna have to see. I know in my bracket prediction, I went with the Grandmasters in 5. So we'll have to see if that's gonna come true. Believing in the Nuggy buff there. Grandmasters defending champions. I don't think they're gonna get knocked out too soon. But you've also got Blizzard, who is 3-time champions in the Titan League. So we're gonna have to see what they can pull out here. And it looks like they're gonna go with Comp, Fluffy, and Tiz. So no Tox, who is normally a Nemesis legend. He's the 3-timer over there. He was part of that Blizzard dynasty a couple seasons ago. So no Tox in this one, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, no, you are correct, and you're right there with Blizzards. They were the champions of season 5, 6, and 7, but then failed to even make it to the playoffs in 8 and 9. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll definitely.
Looks like they're ready to go.
Yeah, it looks like we got him in the lobby, so we're going to get things going here as we have Grandmasters taking on Blizzard in the play-in tournament. It's win or go home time, and let's get things underway. We got the Grandmasters in the yellow tonight with 10-piece Nugget, Moifin, and Gamma. And then on Blizzard, Comp, Fluffy, and Tiz. We're going to have to see who is going to start out strong here. It looks like it might be Blizzard. The shot's going to go towards the net, but it's going to be saved away and fired back in by Tiz. Blizzard starts the scoring.
Crazy shot from the side here by Tiz off the goalpost corner, right back to himself, and able to just put it right over Moifin here. Great play.
That is how you want to start it out here. Both these teams, you got to play with a sense of urgency in the play-in tournament. You know, you played all season long, but this is, you know, this is do or die. This isn't like the play-in tournament on Monday where you get a second life. This is win or your season is over. So both these teams are going to be firing on all cylinders. And the Blizzard able to do that. As Tiz out in the middle to Comp, going to send this one towards the backboard. Going to be saved away by Gamma. This one out of the midfield. A little bit of a miss there. Comes out from Blizzard. Maybe passing play attempt. Not quite going to go. This one going to be blocked out by Comp. Into the corner. Gamma not quite going to be able to touch that one. Trying to stay with it. This one going to float down. Gamma not a lot of boost there. Comp going to keep it back in. Trying to 50 it down and going to drop towards the middle. Dougie not the best touch. Tiz has an opportunity but can't quite fire it on net. It's Gamma going to fire it off the backboard. They're going to clear it away. And there is a lot of... Oh, this one shot towards that going to be saved away. Grebsy, there's a lot of early mistakes from these two teams. Maybe a little bit of nerves coming through.
There have definitely been some missed balls, but you know, it's hard to say, especially with Titan League. Are they tactical whiffs or are they, you know, errors happening? For the most part, Tiz is going to put it on goal almost, and Fluffy's actually going to finish it right there. Caught, looked like Blizzard's double committing.
Yeah, it looks like Nuggy and Gamma both want to pinch this ball and they actually just bump into each other and bump each other out of the way. A tough break, and Fluffy is going to be all over that one. So quick 2-0 lead for Blizzard to start things off in game number 1. Let's see how do the Grandmasters respond. Fluffy trying to take this one in. Nuggy gonna find a touch off to the side. This one gonna be sent back down. Blizzard gonna hold on to this one as Tiz gonna take it up. Gonna try to take control here. Looking out for Comp, who's gonna send it back in, but only so far as Gamma. This one sent a little bit wide there off the ceiling. Now looking to follow. Nuggy able to get in the middle, drop it down again off the ceiling. Nuggy waiting for that one again, but Blizzard all over that one. On the defensive end, not even letting Grandmasters get to work. As this one, a great pass down, but Nuggy with a better save there as Fluffy's coming in again, putting it home, and Blizzard just clinical follow-ups.
Blizzard is very, as you said, clinical here, very very accurate, very surgical in every single touch they have, and you know, Grandmasters are doing a great job staying on defense, but Blizzard is just firing it every single time.
Yeah, and they're just finding the holes in this Grandmasters defense, and it seems like right when they get one opportunity, they immediately get a second opportunity, and they make it happen there, as they are now up 3-0 here in game 1. And the Grandmasters trying to look to get any sort of offense going. This one dropping down, and there's the offense right there. Nuggy gonna put her home.
This is a great play here. Moifin getting a bump on Comp, putting him awkward, and Comp just barely missing the touch. And 10B's finding himself an open goal, and is going to put his team on the board here.
Yeah, that's definitely the guy I'm looking out for here on the Grandmasters end. Defending champion, the captain of the team. Definitely a very, very good player in the Titan League. One of the best there. I believe top 5 in player rating this season. So he is definitely the one that you got to watch out for if you're Blizzard. He's going to find the first goal as Comp. He's also a player to watch out for. He tried to fire one on, but not quite going to go this time. As this one's sent down, may have caught the defense just off guard, but Fluffy able to get back just in time. This one off the ceiling, looking to find another touch. Nuggy drops it down. Moifin off the backboard. Gamma thinking about that one. Gonna opt for the fake challenge though instead. It's Gamma out of the midfield trying to get it over to Nuggy. That one's gonna be 50 back. Dangerous ball, but Moifin is back waiting. It's Nuggy. He's now gonna find a touch. This ball sent up off the ceiling. Gamma gonna find one, but Fluffy waiting in the midfield. Gonna fire it off the backboard. Comp trying to come for that insane angle, but not able to get that one on net. This one popped up. Gamma now trying to take it out. It's sent down. Gonna find a 50 though. Opt up Nuggy. Gonna beat it by 1, but Comp looking to stay with this one as he pops it up, trying to give chase. Gonna send that one towards the net. Fluffy looking to harass Gamma. Drops it down. Able to stick with it here as they try to find it away, but Grebsy, a minute 30 remaining is, wait a minute, Moifin gonna find this one. A great pass and a great redirect.
This is a great setup here by Grandmasters. You see Nuggy knocking it straight down to the field to Moifin, up in the air, waiting for it. You know they had that plan ready to go, and this is a comeback happening right here, 2-3 now.
Yeah, they are definitely making a comeback here is they found a couple of good shots. We're down 3-0. Instead now find themselves down by 2-3. Is this one gonna be 50 through? Tiz almost finds it by Bagama. Just enough on the defensive end to hold that one off as Moifin trying to get to that one. But Tiz now gonna take control. Gama also diving in this one. It's dropping down. Nuggy gonna dive for that one, but it's gonna be cleared away. It's Fluffy over to Tiz. Nice little touch redirect there, but not quite able to get it through. It's Gama gonna send it down. Gama again into the midfield. Moifin and Nuggy are kind of there. Moifin just taking a pop shot towards net. Not quite gonna go though. So we're down to a minute remaining. Grandmasters trying to tie this one up. It's off the sidewall. Fluffy gets a touch. Nuggy trying to chase with this one, but Comp all over him there. This one still sent in. Grandmasters trying to push the aggression there. Not quite gonna find it. This one flung off the backboard. Opportunity for follow-up. Blizzard, they all missed there. Could be a great opportunity for Grandmasters, but another miss comes through. But still, opportunity flicked off the backboard. Can they find the follow? It's gonna sneak in. Gama somehow finds it through.
A great play here out of a whole mess of a situation. The Grandmasters here just put on 5 shots in total in this past 30 seconds. They were at 2 before and have definitely stepped up the aggression here and just caught Blizzards on the back foot.
Yeah, they did. A couple of misses there, but Grandmasters, they stuck with it and found just enough of a shot, and they battled back from down 3-0. But can they complete it all the way back and take this game number 1? We're gonna have to see here as we're down to the final seconds of regulation. Moifin into the midfield, dangerous ball, trying to stay with it. Tiz off the backboard. Gama got to make that touch. Nice touch, able to get that one in the corner, but Blizzard still there, still firing. Comp gonna be denied away. Gama makes that save, but seconds ticking away. Can Blizzard put one in with time remaining? It's gonna be popped out. Moifin actually gonna keep this one up. Could turn the other way as Gama down the midfield. Opportunity off the backboard, but no, it's gonna hit the ground, and we got overtime in game 1 in Grebsy.
Oh, that was a great play right there at the end, and I honestly thought that was going to go in. You know, Grandmasters have had control completely with this match here going into this, and they're showing why they're, you know, they want to win this. You know, they're definitely showing it.
Yeah, definitely trying to keep the legacy of Blizzard going. And Grandmasters trying to repeat that title. Both these teams a lot to play for. Their postseason lives on the line, and they are showing up here in game 1. A beautiful drop down, fired off towards the net, but not quite going to go. Comp gonna turn this one around and pop into very high. Nuggy using all the boost he has, but only able to get it to the corner. This Grandmasters suffocate a little bit. Bagama just able to get it out as Tiz, keeping this one high. Could be dangerous. Off the backboard, looking for the double tap, trying to find the dagger. No, Comp can't quite find that angle. I'm sure he's gonna want that one back. This one's sent back down. Blizzard trying to stick with this one. This one popping up towards the net, but gonna be cleared away. Is now Comp gonna find a touch, sending this one down. Gama gonna block it off. Nuggy is there, gonna find a 50, sent back into the Blizzard zone. Fluffy racing for this one, gonna pop it up, but it's out in the midfield. Tiz gotta get to this one, gonna deny it away for the moment, trying to stick back with it. Nuggy towards the backboard. Comp gotta watch out. Just able to get a touch here as Grebsy were about a minute into overtime. Both these teams finding a couple opportunities, trying to secure this game 1 victory.
They are absolutely doing the best they can, and you've got Grandmasters had all of the pressure here so far. You know, they're really popping off, and they're showing their teamwork, and it looks like just Blizzards are slightly slower than what what Grandmasters are pulling out here. And if they want to win this, they're going to have to pull something out.
And they definitely will. They were up 3-0 here, but got to find back to that offense that they had earlier. Is this one off the sidewall? Nuggy gonna find a touch. It's sent down. Nuggy again, gonna find it over the top, but Comp is all there. A demo could open up some space. Got to make that touch. And Gama does well to do that. Gonna find a flip reset over the top of one. Moifin trying to come through, dropping straight down. Could be dangerous. Nuggy can't find the touch. It's still floating there. Moifin trying to get to it, but instead Comp gonna just get it off to the side, but still Blizzard trying to get out of their zone. Not a lot of boost to work with. Is this one gonna fire underneath? Good luck, Comp. Here's an opportunity, and perfectly placed by Nuggy.
This is a great setup by the Grandmasters here from Gama. Gama, and just off the backboard, and nobody on defense there for Blizzard, and they're going to get caught open. So that's Grandmasters in the first match.
Yeah, Grandmasters going to come out strong there after dropping down 3-0. Grebsy, it looked like Blizzard was going to kind of just run away with that game 1, but instead, a huge comeback there by Grandmasters to take it in OT.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Blizzard, they put up 9 shots in the first 2 minutes, and then just kind of sat there really stagnant through the rest of the game. They finished with 12 overall, so, you know, they only really put 3 more shots on. on goal, whereas you had Grandmasters with one shot going into the last 3 minutes, and now they put up another 12 there at the end. So they're showing, they had the dominance, they had the teamwork, and they were there.
Yeah, definitely so. And I mean, just a great comeback from them, and that's how you want to start off a game number one there. If you're the Grandmasters, you fall behind, but you show Blizzard, hey, you may have had us in the first half, but in the second half, that was all ours, and they popped off for sure there, led by Nuggy, putting in some work there on the top of the scoreboard. We're gonna have to see if they can keep it up here as we're heading to game number 2 on Urban Central. A big game here for Blizzard. Grebsy, what do you want to see from them as we head into this game 2?
I want to see more of what we saw at the beginning of the match, the first match there. They were in control, they were confident, they were moving faster than the Grandmasters were keeping up with, and it looked like they just kind of slowed down. So they really need to pick their game speed back up here.
Yeah, no, I will definitely agree with the speed aspect there. It looked like they just didn't have the same speed. It seemed like they kind of got up to 3-0 and then they just coasted, which allowed Grandmasters to come back. And that's one of those things in Rocket League. It's a dangerous game. You can't coast after you get a lead like that, because especially in the Titan League, with how close the Titan League has been this season, all these teams are very solid and come back at any time. As Comp firing this one off the backboard, Moifin trying to get a touch. This one turned back around. Tiz looking to fire it off there, but that one is going to be sent back down, and Blizzard going to be able to clear that one away. As Fluffy looking to get this one and going to pop it over the top of one. Comp is there looking for the shot, but not looking to find that one. As this one, Gamma blocking in the midfield, dropping down Moifin. Going to find a touch off to the side. As Comp now looking to take control. What has Comp got in the tank? Got a flip reset, trying to drop it down. Tiz looking for the shot off the ceiling. Opportunity for Blizzard, trying to fire it in again off the backboard. Opportunity for follow-up, but Comp not quite close enough. As Gamma is going to send that down. It's ended by 2, actually. I might even put the angle in, but Fluffy just back in time. Almost an insane one-man play with little boost. But instead, it's going to be saved away in about a minute and a half here. Both these teams, Grebsy fighting for this first goal.
Yeah, this has been a much closer match, much closer start to the match than we saw the last game here. Stats are pretty much even overall. Both teams have 2 saves, with Grandmasters only 1 extra shot. It's been very back and forth, and it's kind of hard to tell who's going to go for it.
Oh my gosh!
Gamma with a great bump. It was that was Chiz on the backboard here, and Gamma's actually just going to take it over him, I believe, with a flip reset, and just pops it over both Comp and Tiz.
Oh my goodness, he sat him down right there. Gamma putting in the back of the net, and flip reset to bump right there is insane. And that is how Grandmasters are going to get their first goal. And that is another massive one as they're keeping the scoring going. So they've now scored 5 unanswered goals here in this one, and they're looking for a 6th here as they're sending to the backboard. Comp and company going to try to regroup here, find a way to break through. As this one popped up, Nuggy going to find a touch, able to get this one down, drop it in the midfield, but Comp all over that one. As Gamma going to keep it in the corner. Tiz going to get it by 1 out in the midfield. Fluffy send a shot towards Ned, and Nuggy going to do well to keep it in the corner as Tiz popping it up over the top there. Gamma have to make this touch, able to send it down and clear it away. And it just seems like, I don't know, Grebsy, maybe the Blizzard or the Grandmaster defense, excuse me, is just a little bit better than they were in the beginning. I'm not sure. What do you make of that?
I think I would agree here. I think they're covering each other much better. They're rotating faster. As Nuggy gonna put it on, nope, gonna go high, and they're just rotating a little bit better here. Like, no one's really sitting stagnant. No one's out too far. It looks like their spacing is just slightly more competitive than what Blizzard's got going on right now.
Yeah, they definitely seem to have picked up the defensive end there, and they're gonna pick up on the offensive end. Nuggy gonna get it by the last 2 defenders.
Nuggy showing you why he is a contender here and a great player, just off the wall and back to himself, right over the 2 of them, right down middle, right top of the goal. Just a great shot overall.
Yeah, just a massive one there from Nuggy, and that's what you expect from the captain here. Just trying to lead his team to a repeat performance. See if they can go back to back in the Titan League. As this one drop down, Comp gonna send this one up high, but he's bumped off by Nuggy. As Gamma sends it out, looking for Nuggy, gonna get hit by 2 out of the midfield to Moifin for the finish. Oh my goodness, just clinical.
This is a great setup by the entire team, and you can see here, you got Blizzard just completely spaced out, Tiz on his own, all 3 of Grandmasters coming at him, and he did not really stand a chance on that at all.
Yeah, that one, I mean, what do you do there? That's just perfect passing play right there by the Grandmasters. And now it is 7 unanswered as Blizzard is trying to trying to survive the storm here, but they may be finding themselves going down 2-0 in this series after such a promising start. It's this one popped up off the backboard. Comp gonna send it down. Gamma gonna take control. Able to get it through the corner. That one not quite gonna go. Tiz looking to take this one up, trying to get it over the top of Moipin. He does, but the clear comes through, and Grandmasters continue to hold off any sort of Blizzard attack. This one up in the air. Gamma sending it down. Fluffy gonna find a touch here. Tiz gonna bang this one back down. Can Blizzard find some sort of opportunity? Tiz off the backboard. Great opportunity, but it's gonna be denied away just in time as they're trying to fire it back in the midfield, but not quite gonna make it happen, and they really needed one of those right there, Grebsy.
They absolutely did here, and I'm beginning to wonder here for Grandmasters if Gamma may be the difference. He's only played 7 matches this season, so he's not played too many, and he is just an absolute dominant space here for the Grandmasters. And Tiz going to put it in over Moifin. I kind of missed what happened there. I wasn't looking at the screen at the time.
Yeah, no, that was just a nice little pass off the backboard and just gonna drop it right underneath. And well, that's what Blizzard needed right there, as they still have a chance here in this game number 2. Only 37 seconds remaining, but can they find one quickly here? They're gonna need it. I mean, they Grandmasters had a 3-0 comeback in the last game. Can Blizzard find one of their own with 30 seconds remaining? They're gonna have to do it a little bit quicker though than the Grandmasters did. This one dropping down. Floating up high. This one gonna be sent down. Fluffy just gotta beat one in net. Moipin, good luck. He makes the save, and Gamma gonna fill the back space and be able to get that one out, as that was a massive save. Blizzard, again, they really needed that one as the time ticking away. They gotta score with time on the clock. They might have an opportunity, but Tiz is cut down as that one floats away to the side. Grandmaster's gonna come through. They are gonna take game number 2, and they are 1 win away from moving on to Saturday night.
Absolutely there, and Blizzard did try to make that right at the end, and you know, they had one of the most frustrating non-goals you can have in Rocket League. The goal is completely open, the ball's in front of it, but no one's near it. And you know, Grandmasters were able to get there and clear it back out.
Yeah, and that's, again, great defense by the Grandmasters. Moifin did well to survive there all by himself, just enough to get that touch away to the corner. And the Grandmasters are going to go up 2-0. I mean, you know, if there's one good thing here for Blizzard, obviously they're down 0-2, season on the line, but they did get a goal back finally, Grebsy, and they almost had that opportunity at the end. So there is some slight hopes possibly to see if they can find this reverse sweep.
Yeah, I agree, and they're going to need to kind of keep that maybe not desperation, but that level of going for it here, where it might be the safest play, but they really need to start making something happen. So hopefully they can continue that into this 3rd game here.
Yeah, definitely. I think the word you're probably looking for is aggression, and hopefully
aggression.
Yeah, hopefully they can keep it up here, keep that pressure going for their sake, and see if they can extend their season, as everything on the line now is one loss by Blizzard will eliminate them from championship contention. Grandmasters just need one win to move on, as this one shot towards the net. Grandmasters will be able to clear that one away as Nuggy chases one in the corner. Comp gonna find a touch, able to get back to it, but this one gonna go by 2. Nuggy popping this one up towards the backboard. It's gonna fall off there, but good follow there from Tiz, able to get it out. This one popped in the air. Comp, not a lot of boost to work with, gonna fake that one down. Blizzard trying to put this one towards the backboard. Gonna be cleared away. And in the first minute here, Grebsy, what I'm noticing, I feel like the pace has slowed way down in this game.
It is very much slower here, and you know, that's how it kind of feels with these Titan games. Me being a novice boy myself, we tend to kind of yeet ourselves at the ball, and that's not so much the good play to make here in the Titan League. And maybe that's why the Grandmasters are pulling this out, because they're playing it like a chess match.
Maybe so. And I mean, if they're playing a chess match, they have got the opening down pat here, because they're up 2-0. But can they find this middle game and the end game? That is the question. Is this one sent down? They're trying to find it. This one shot towards the net, and Moifin gonna take it over the defense.
Yeah. Again, Grandmasters just taking it down the field here. All 3 teammates, you know, playing together. Nuggy going for bumps. Moifin up in the air, getting the touches, putting it in the goal. It's just a great play all around.
Yeah, definitely so. And Blizzard maybe baked out a little bit in that midfield there. Could not quite read that ball. And Grandmasters all over that one with their pressure. Able to get that one through, and they're gonna find another one. Defense not quite back in time. Nuggy's got another.
That's gonna hurt your psyche there. You know, you one goal, you think you can make it back. You know, it's no problem sometimes, but two right back to back, that's a tough mountain to climb.
Yeah, definitely so, especially when you're fighting for your lives here, fighting for your postseason existence. They're gonna have to find two back here as the Grandmasters, after that slow start in game one, they have just been all over it ever since. Blizzard gotta find a way to channel those first couple minutes of game one here. This one dropping down Tiz, gonna make a touch. A demo comes through. Tiz still looking to fake it out, gonna 50 Gamma. That's Nuggy, gonna send it down. Comp, gonna find a touch, able to get it out. Gonna pop it over Moif and Tiz, trying to bump the last defender. This one's still gonna pop up. Gamma, gonna get a nice clear. This one up in the air. Tiz sending it out, looking for the bump there. As Fluffy gonna take the shot, and oh, Nuggy is just back waiting. And it just seems like Blizzard, anything they can do, they're finding these passing plays, Grubsy, but it just always seems like there's one more person back for Grandmasters.
Yeah, Grandmasters are doing a great job of reading the ball, reading the plays. Anytime it's on their side of the field, they are slowing the ball down. They're taking the pace to what they want it to be. Even here, right there, you know, they're wasting time. And as soon as they know that they have that aggression, then they can go on the offense. It's very quick plays happening, right? Moifin up over Comp. Nope, he's going to save it. So Blizzard just needs to control the pace of the game, and they're giving it all to Grandmasters right now.
Yeah, they are. And this one floating back towards their net. Watch out, here comes Nuggy. But Tiz going to save it away. And 2 minutes remaining. Blizzard really need to work through this one and try to find something. Fluffy is up, but he's gonna be blocked by Nuggy. This one's still in the Blizzard zone. Tiz gonna find a touch off to the side as Comp throwing this one off the backboard. Gamma trying to find that read, but it's only gonna go in the midfield as Blizzard, not a lot of boost, trying to drop this one down. Great passive play by Moifin. Can't quite put that one on target. Gonna find a follow though, able to keep it in. Blizzard just can't quite get out of their zone, but they finally do as Fluffy sends it to the backboard, but Gamma just waiting for that one, all over it all day. It's this one, pop back in midfield, and Moifin gonna find a touch out. Nuggy gonna send it off the corner. Fluffy not quite gonna find that read, and he is gonna pay. Moifin puts it home, and it's a 3-0 lead.
That is a banger of a goal. 70 miles an hour there, right in front, right into it. Great play by Nuggy, putting it off the corner, dropping it right in front of Moifin, and he just takes it home.
Yeah, he's going to put it in, and Blizzard may be on their last leg here. There's a minute 30 remaining, down 0-3. They're going to have to pull off a miracle to try to find this reverse sweep, to even just find one game here in this one. What do they have in the tank? This one. Pinch towards the net. Nuggy gonna find a touch. Comp looking to pinch this one. Gonna find a touch, but not quite what he was hoping for. As Gamma gonna find one off the ceiling. Gonna find a flip reset. Sending it down towards the midfield. And Nuggy, he sends it in. And it's all Grandmasters.
This is absolutely all Grandmasters. This game has been in their favor. They've had control of it the entire time. And I think they've just put the Blizzard on ice here.
They really have. And 4-0 with a minute remaining. It looks like the brooms may be coming out, folks. Blizzard really gonna need a miracle. They're gonna need the Dan plan to come through here with a minute remaining. It's gonna have to be a miracle. Fluffy trying to control there. Doesn't quite get the dribble he was looking for. Gonna leave it for Tiz, who takes it off the ceiling. Gonna go underneath. Gonna get it by one. Comp setting it up, but no one on Blizzard ready for that one. As Nuggy is sending it down, sending it back in. Blizzard trying to clear this one away. Trying and trying. Gonna musty flick this one down. Moifin, he's gonna cut it off as the time ticks. Fluffy trying to get this one in midfield. Gonna see if he can take it down underneath, and he's just gonna roll it in. Gonna find one, but 27 seconds left still. A tall mountain to climb.
It is improbable but not impossible here. You never know what could happen. This is Rocket League, so if Blizzard makes a miracle happen, we could be going to a game 4.
We'll have to see here. 3 goals in 27 seconds. It'd have to be one for the record books here for sure. As they're sending this one, Gamma off the backboard, trying to get underneath. That one's gonna be 50 away. Blizzard needs everything to go their way. Moifin just wasting the time here. This one blocked down. Nuggy gonna take it up. He's sending it away. And as the time ticks, surely it's gonna do it for the Blizzard here. As it will, it's popped up, and Grandmasters are gonna come through, get out the brooms. They are moving on to Saturday night for a date with Venganza.
Yeah, Grandmasters came out with everything they had. Nuggy really just popped off. You know, he carried all 3 games. A solid player, was unable to be defended against with Blizzard. And, you know, not that he carried the whole thing. You know, all of the Grandmasters, all of them played amazingly, very well together, and that was a very exciting match to watch.
Yeah, it definitely was, and I mean the Grandmasters just really put in some work right there, Grebsy, in that game. And
They really did.
it seemed like at first too, we talked about it, it seemed like at first they were just gonna be, it looked like it was gonna be Blizzard, it looked like it was gonna be a very competitive series, but after, you know, after about the halfway point in that game one, it was just the tables just turned, and it was all Grandmasters the rest of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I was real confident with my 55,000 points I put in there starting off, and congratulations to whoever has them.
You got some, I got a couple winners in the chat there with the Grandmasters are going to take this one. So
Yeah.
congratulations to them. But well, let's take a look here. Let's take a look here real quick. I'm going to pull back up the bracket since we had a pretty quick one for the first one with the sweep. But let's take a quick peek at this bracket before we go to break. And now, Grebsy, this is going to set up a date with Grandmasters versus Venganza, and that sounds so spicy because Venganza, they didn't have Ren in their first matchup. I'm not sure if Ren's going to be there this Saturday, but he was #1 in player rating in the Titan League. So a Ren versus Nuggy matchup, that sounds electric on Saturday.
Yes, that is absolutely a match to look forward to. You don't want to miss it. If Ren is there, this is going to be an insane game to watch. If Ren is missing, then I do feel like Grandmasters may be able to kind of roll away with this, but we're hoping Ren's there. We want to see some good Rocket League.
Yeah, definitely. So it's going to be an exciting matchup there, and whoever wins that one is going to go on and face the Godfathers. And that one, I've heard some rumblings. Not to, you know, not to hate on the Godfathers. They got the 1 seed, so they're obviously a very good team. But I've talked to some Titan players, Grebsy, and this is not as strong of a 1 seed. With how close Titan has been, people are saying, you know, whoever comes out of this play-in tournament could have the momentum to take down the Godfathers there. And that's, you know, that's the one thing I kind of like about the play-in tournament too, Grebsy. It gives these teams that are hot a chance to possibly take down one of these top seeds.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and they've got, you know, an extra match in under their belts before even going against the Godfathers. So maybe they're a bit warmer. Maybe they're a bit used to the Nemesis play style here going into it. It is not unbelievable that the Godfathers could lose. This could be anybody's game, and it could mess up a lot of brackets probably.
Yeah, definitely could. We will have to see though. Congratulations to the Grandmasters. They still have to get through Venganza on Saturday night, so that one will be that'll be a fun one to watch. But what we are going to do now, folks, since we just ended this first match, we're going to take a quick break. But when we come back, we're heading to the Challenger League with a spicy matchup. Some two all-time Nemesis teams have made a lot of waves before. We have Motion versus Flame, looking to keep their postseason lives alive. So we're gonna have to see who's gonna do that. But we're gonna take a short break. When we come back, we will see you guys for Motion versus Flame. We'll see you guys in a few.
Girl, I feel like Sleepy Hollow. The way I lost my head, and I feel like I would follow anything that you said. Yeah, I feel like Sleepy Hollow. I lost my head, I lost my head. I'm your marionette, you hold all the strings. I'm not even upset, I like you holding me. I'm locked out of my head, and girl, you're swallowing the key. Clocked out, I'm brain dead. It's just the things you do to me. Is it total vacancy? Oh, when you're kissing me, I know that you're my last strike, part of me. And I feel like Novocaine when you walk into the room. If this is going insane, at least I like the view. And I feel like Novocaine when I'm with you, when I'm with you, yeah. I'm your marionette, you hold
welcome back, everybody. We've got a exciting match coming up here in the Challenger League. We have Motion versus Flame. I'm going to be your main host this time, with Rockerman providing color for me. What do you got for us, Rockerman, about these two teams?
Oh man, we got a spicy one here. We got a sweep in the last matchup, but you know we got to come back for the Challenger League. It should be a good one here, I think. Down in the Challenger League, we got some good players on both teams. I'm actually gonna pull up the bracket real quick, and we'll take a quick peek at this one to kind of set the scene for tonight. So the Hellcats pulling off what was originally an upset in the first matchup. They're gonna move on to the 7 seed to face on Orbit, but we're looking up at the very top there. Motion versus Flame, 9 versus 10. This is gonna be a good one here. I think whoever wins this one is gonna have a good chance to beat the Papayas, whoever kind of a new look roster there. So I'm really curious to see who's going to come out strong. Motion has been pretty solid this season. The Flame is also very good as well. It's gonna be close. We got a lot of great players to look out for, Grebsy.
All right, well, excellent. I'm definitely looking forward to this. We are getting the teams in the match here starting up soon, so it should be any second, I do believe. But prediction is up and ending, so go ahead and get your bets in now, and we'll find out real quick here how this is gonna go.
Yeah, definitely so. And you know, I'm looking at, it looks like we got a couple players in the lobby. I'm looking to see, for me, I'm looking at Moxon and Local on Flame to kind of step up big, and then for Motion, I'm really curious to see how Rogue is gonna play. He's kind of the lowest MMR on the team, moved up from Prospect, I believe, last season. So I'm curious to see how he's gonna function in this matchup. But I mean, both these teams, it should be a good one, and I think we're just about to get it going.
All right. Well, right before it starts, what is your prediction here on who's gonna win?
Yeah, so in my bracket, I went with Flame in 5. So you know, I'll stand by it. I think Flame, by playing these two teams, I think Flame was the better team in the regular season that I played between these two. They beat us in 5. We pretty handily beat Motion, so I think Flame is going to be the team to beat here. I got him in 5.
All right. Well, we'll have to watch and see what happens here. We got Rogue here going to the wall against Moxon. He's going to pop it out to Zyce.
Correct me if I think he's Ziche technically.
Ziche, wow, all right. I never would have got that correct.
No.
I'm glad you're here for me. Anyway, we've got Motion on the offense here against Flame, and it looks like they're kind of firing it back and forth with it's JP putting it in on the corner. Rockerman.
Yeah, JP gonna put in a good one here. Flame just getting dunked out there by Ziche, and that's just a big miss from Moxon. Can't be making those mistakes here. And JP, the GM, putting in some work, gonna get in the back of the net for the first goal.
All right, well, Flame looking to make a comeback here, going off the kickoff with Rogue, taking control in the corner, trying to pop it, looks like above the goal to one of his teammates. He drops it over the defense, and that's JP gonna score it.
Yeah, JP with another, and this is just
this
is just a great second touch there from Rogue. Able to just get it by the last defender, not quite expecting that in Motion. Just really coming out strong here in this game number 1. And you know, like we mentioned, when you come out in a do or die situation, you know, scoring that first goal, getting that momentum early is definitely key.
Yeah, absolutely here. And, you know, we've got Motion showing that they are definitely in the control of this, with Flame just struggling to throw off a defense here. They're taking it back to their corner and trying to put it down, but JP waiting for them. He's going to take it in the air. Necroptic ready and waiting for him, but Rogue going to put it near the goal. Local with a good save there, and Necrotic going to try and take it back towards Motion, but they are waiting and on the defense. JP going to take it to his corner. Local maybe having a shot. No. Motion now in control, taking it up into the air. Necrotic over him on goal, but JP there for the save. Necrotic going to follow it again here, popping it up for one of his teammates. Moxon putting it again. Motion looking a little off, but JP controlling it more to his corner where he knows it's safe, and Rogue is able to clear it away. Necrotic coming in with a one shot on his own, goes a little wide, no one else on his team there to help. And Rogue now trying to put it back towards Flame side of the field. Rockerman.
Yeah, and they're putting on some pressure here. It was Flame, but they're just not quite able to get it through the back of the net, and they've done a decent job bringing it back. Motion, again, they had all the pressure, but you know, that's what you got to do here. And I think they're kind of stabilizing, kind of like what we saw in the last game, is they're firing one towards the midfield there, but not quite going to go. And I think that's the one thing we saw in the last game where Blizzard was up 3-0. It's tough to hold those leads. So, if your motion, got to lock it down here. But Flame, they're kind of getting their nerves out from underneath them and starting to get on the offense. And they might have one here, but it's saved away.
Yeah, this is looking like a different team here on Flame as they've been putting a lot more shots on goal. We've got a big clear from Motion here down, but Moxon able to clear it to his corner. Rogue trying to get something going up and over one defender. Necrotic in goal. A pop-up that goes a little wide here. JP trying to take back, and Moxon taking it on the offense for Flame. Going into their corner. Necrotic maybe looking for a pass. Local there, but not able to put it in. Moxon putting it back towards mid, and Rogue is going to clear it out to Necrotic, who's waiting for it. He's going to take it high. JP in the air to take on, but Local there underneath, and he's taking it slowly up the field with the control over 2 defenders for the Motion here, but they're able to pop that out now, and Necrotic looking to hopefully capitalize and put this back for his team, but Zaichi in the air. Missing again as Moxon's going to take this towards Motion's side of the field, and we got Rogue waiting for him here as he pops it up in front of his goal, but no one there for Flame to try and shoot. Rogue controlling it down and putting something towards the middle. Zichi not going to capitalize on that, where we got JP putting it up to the ceiling, but bumped by Local. Necrotic popping it up to him, and he's going to try and put it over Rogue. Goes a little high, and no one on the backside for Flame there to try and put it in. Rogue is going to take this up over the middle with JP here into the corner. Looks like Flame is a little out of control here, and maybe we'll see another goal here from Motion, but not so much at all. Actually, Local taking it in the air. JP is going to save it. This is a much different game that we're seeing here, Rockerman.
Yeah, definitely so. And Motion, they've been pretty solid in the defensive end ever since they got that 2-goal lead. Flame's been trying to push it through, just a couple opportunities, just not quite able to go. And I think things have really steadied out here after the first 2 goals, and that's kind of how it goes. In these do or die situations, you get the nerves out early, and then things kind of settle back in. So Flame's doing a good job settling in, but with 30 seconds left, they still need to find 2. It's gonna be a tall task.
Yeah, it is a hard task to make here, but not, again, impossible here. And we've got Motion on the offense again with Zaichi taking up the wall. And I would like to apologize, Necroptic with a P in it there. Was pronouncing it wrong earlier. I'm still going to get Zaichi wrong here. While Flame is putting a shot on goal across to Local. He's going to pop it up for Moxon. Does not get it. That's a save by JP again here. It's actually going to go to Flame's side of the field, and it's going to end here with a win from Motion 2-0.
Yeah, Motion, a solid victory there from them. And I mean, they just came out the hotter team right there. They seemed like, they had everything that they were looking for. They found the shots early, some great passing plays. I think Rogue and Ziche going to get those passing plays on JP, the GM, stepping up. That's what you want to see here. In this one, you got to win to advance, and you need your star players to step up, and who better than the GM right there to put in some work. And yeah, I mean, it just looked like a struggle game there from Flame, Grebsy. I mean, they ended up with more shots with 6, but they just weren't quality opportunities, in my opinion. They did even out a little bit as we got past the halfway point, but they really need to find each other here. I think they need to either find some demos or find some more passing plays, because the opportunities were just not quality enough.
Yeah, absolutely there. And, both teams were playing well, but only one team really had one standout player, and that was JP for Motion, far and above everyone else. He really stepped up and popped it off for his team. So Flame needs to answer this, and it needs to probably happen this match, because otherwise Motion's going to keep carrying this forward.
Yeah, definitely so.
Are we resetting here? Or there got a little bit of delay.
We're just waiting for Necroptic. He's in here. He made it.
There we go. Okay, Necroptic. All right. So we're all ready to go now, and we're going to see if Flame can get some motion going here. And looks like there is Moxon into the air above the backboard, but Rogue is there to pop it away. Necroptic going to try and put it on for his team. Gets it around 2 defenders. Local getting bumped by Rogue, it looked like there on the way through, so he didn't have his momentum anymore. JP trying to make a play here. Going to pop it mid. Rogue looking to squeeze it in, but no play there. Ziche going on the offensive here for Motion, and going to pop it out to JP. And that's going to go up in the air, but Moxon's going to clear it in front of his goal. Rogue looking looking to try and score, but Necroptic gonna pop it out to the side. Ziche coming back in, putting it mid. It looks like Locals has the read on this to pop it out and away. Necroptic putting it to him, and it's a good passing play, but JP from nowhere saves the goal here. And now they're on the offensive here against a Moxon, and we've got Ziche trying to get by him, but Moxon is a wall here with pass to Local in mid. A little bit of a fake, and a great goal by Local. Rockerman.
Yeah, and that's just what Local does. He's so controlled here. Just knows exactly what he's got to do. JP, he knows he's jumping. You just got to take it slow, take it around him. And Local, he's a Nemesis veteran as well. A very solid player in the Challenger League for the past couple seasons, and he's showing why right there.
Yeah, absolutely, and this is great. This is great pressure here by Flame. They have really turned up the heat in this match. If they're looking forward to continuing and staying in this, they're showing us that they do want it here. So Motion's going to have to answer here if they really want to stay in this game. We've got Necroptic taking it to the corner, but Ziche is going to be there. Moxon with the read, trying to pop it around. Ziche again putting it mid to Rogue. JP waiting for it, going to pop it back on goal, and a little bit of a double or pinch there by the Flames there in goal to get it out. And it's a great play because that was going for the upper corner. Local now on the offense, missing his ball there. Rogue's going to take advantage here. He's looking for a teammate mid, but no one quite is there. Flame again with a pinch, maybe on purpose, maybe a bit of a miscommunication. Local trying to put it on goal, goes a little high, but he still has it in the corner. He's going to find Necroptic waiting for him. Necroptic puts it high, and Moxon now trying to make the play here as Motion is doing everything they can to keep this ball out of their goal quite successfully. Ziche up over one of the defenders for Flame, and JP looking for a corner, goes a little high. Rogue able to take it back and hopefully try and find one of his teammates here. JP up against Moxon. Moxon barely misses. JP's going to sink that in.
Yeah, JP, another goal here. He scored all 3 of the Motion goals so far in this one, and Moxon just can't touch it. And there's some uncharacteristic misses from Moxon in this one. I'm very surprised to see that from him. He's very solid. I know in the series he played against us, he was a big reason why they were able to come back and pull off the reverse sweep. But yeah, that was just a tough miss right there. But JP, he's been so big here. Is another one fired towards the net. Necroptic gonna make that save. But JP, again, doing everything that he needs to do to try to keep his team going.
Yeah, Flame has had all the pressure here, but it just took that one play by Motion to get it going in. As JP, a little awkward, but a good save there as Local tried to pop it in over him. Rogue's actually able to take this up and land a little awkwardly here, so Ziche is going to take over. Pass it to JP, who just misses there. Local up for the save on that, so I don't think it would have gone in anyway. JP passing back to Rogue, who pops it down. It looks like Flame is going to take over. No, Rogue with a great control, but Local able to adapt here and take over. Rogue going to go up in the air over Moxon. Moxon has it down to Ziche, who takes it up. Looks like Necroptic's trying to go for defense. Ziche almost going under him there, but Necroptic able to pop it away. We got Moxon passing it up to Necroptic here with Local on the goal, and it's going to go in. What do we see here? Rocker man, what do we see?
Yeah, it's a little crazy there. It's a little bit awkward in the corner. I mean, Rogue he wanted to go for that one, but then it just bounced out a little bit too far for his liking, and he just got caught on the backboard and caught in no man's land. And Local definitely gonna throw that one. You can't give Local those opportunities. He's gonna make you pay.
And you know, he's showing why they want to stay in this tournament. We've got JP here with trying to get something going for Motion, but Flames appears to be on top of everything they can do. They've been struggling here to get it out of their side of the field, but Ziche actually able to take it in the air. A little flip reset, waiting to take it down, and just going to slip it right under Necroptic. Holy cow, Rocker man.
Yeah, this is just a great play right here. Just gonna take it under. I don't think he got the flip reset, and that's why he fell down and, you know, landing on that ball just barely nicking the wheels of the last defender, and that one gonna find the back of the net, all tied up again.
This is some great playing we're seeing here with Local able to take it up high, looking for Moxon, maybe to put it in. Rogue, awkward. Moxon is gonna commit here and make the play.
Yeah, that's just massive there from Moxon. He is a shooter. He's been a shooter in the regular season. Gonna find one there. He was 6th in shooting percentage in the Challenger League, so you give him good opportunities like that, and Moxon is not gonna miss those. So good to see him feeling it once again, and Flame right back out in the lead.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing Flame starting to cook here, and we should really think about what they're doing. If they keep this up, we will be going paid me 2 to game 5. Like you said, this has been very even, so we're looking to see what they can do. We've got Moxon in the air, trying to put it on goal again. A little bit of a touchdown to Necroptic, looking for the light touch, doesn't quite make it. Local going to try and put it on goal again, but Rogue is there to pop it up to his corner. A little bit of safety here for Motion while they recoup as a team, unless they're just going to miss it and Necroptic's going to come in and take advantage of it. They had a bit of a reset there, but Flame coming in strong again, just barely high by Moxon. Moxon is all over this right now. Rogue trying to get a breather for his team, but it's not going to happen. Necroptic to the goal. It's low, but Moxon's going to score.
Yeah, Moxon able to get that one in, but that's just great pressure right here. You see Necroptic go down and challenge Ziche with no boost, just kind of bumps him out of the way. And Moxon there again to put her home. A nice shot, and Flame up by 2 now, looking to secure this Game 2 victory.
Flame is coming back very strong here, and they're going to try and continue this as we've got 45 seconds left on the clock. It is not yet over. It could still be a comeback here for Motion. Local with a flip reset, maybe. Might have missed it. It's JP going to clear it out to Ziche, and they're going to push together here. A lot of pressure going. Not able to get it in, as that's a save by, I believe that was Local. Necroptic taking it up in the corner. Moxon bumping his own teammate there on the back end. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication here as Flame is trying maybe a little too hard. An open goal, and it's just going to go in by JP. A great find.
Yeah, you mentioned that that little bit of a double commit, it cost him there as a demo comes through on the back end, and Moxon caught looking for that boost, but he did not get it. And that one, Motion able to catch him out, and with 18 seconds left, they've got a good shot here to tie this one up and send it to OT.
It's anything could happen here, and it looks like JP is going to have control of it up to mid with Necroptic trying to get him, but he drops it low. Local able to capitalize. Rogue looking dangerous with a save off the backboard. Moxon able to put it back towards goal. Rogue's going to try and clear it up. JP going, trying to make something happen for his team. Off the wall, looking for a double, no double, and it's going to go in by Ziche from the side.
Oh my goodness, another 0-second goal on Urban Central here, as this one banged off the backboard and just placed enough there. Bar and in. Ziche is clutch.
Is a great play, and as we said, it's not over until it's over. So we are going into our first overtime here for this matchup, and we're going to have Necroptic looking to make a goal here off the backboard. A touch maybe down. Nope, Moxie there, popping it a little high, a little wide, and not able to capitalize there. Motion trying to do something with it, get it out of their half, but Flame is just hammering them with shot after shot, and I don't think they've had a moment here to breathe in a while. So looking like maybe Motion might not get this. It's open, and Ziche just barely going to miss that with Moxon putting it in the corner.
Yeah, Moxon gonna pick up the hat trick, and Flame, they're lucky to survive this game. It looked like it was gonna be a death sentence for them after Ziche put in that 0-second goal, but you know, that's good on Flame to lock in there. They got the pressure, they got a little bit of a double commit there at the end, and Moxon gonna find the placement as he has most of the season there. A good shooter, able to get it in, and oof, that was a spicy one there. Krebsy. Flame, they walk away with the win, so we're all tied up at 1 apiece.
That was a great game to watch, and you know, this could go to a game 5. Both these teams really want it here. You have Moxon stepping up for Flame in a big way. 3 goals, 1 assist to Local with the other goal, or the other 2 goals there. JP still a powerhouse for his team, but is that enough against a Flame team who is playing together very well? I don't know. We're gonna have to find out.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting. You mentioned that JP's kind of been leading the offensive way. I mean, Ziche had 2 goals in that last one as well, but we're gonna have to see if Motion can lock it back in. I don't think they played bad by any means, and they had a great comeback there. So this game 3 can be very important. We've got confirmed for Bin Temple, which I always love, but who's gonna come out and put themselves 1 win away from moving on to Saturday night?
Oh, we're going to have to find out here, and it looks like Motion has all the pressure going into this right now with a little bit of an open goal there by Flame, but it was going to go high, so they weren't worried about it. Rogue on the wall, passing down to JP. Moxon contesting it for Necroptic to come in and pop it high. Ziche there to pop it away from him, though, so no shot on goal. Local trying to find something for his team. Motion in the air, trying to squeeze in the corner, but Rogue is going to take it here. And Ziche backwards pass to JP, who is going to get demoed by Moxon. Moxon says no to that. Ziche in the air. Flame here putting on all the pressure again. Moxon in the air, trying to drop it down a little high. JP now going to take advantage of just Local being on defense. He's going to pop that up and follow it up here again. Looked a little dangerous, but he was able to control it. And Ziche ZJ's going to try and find a corner and a teammate. Rogue getting bumped by his own teammate ZJ there, which might make this a little awkward for him. But they seem to have recovered well enough with Necroptic clearing it out on a pinch to the motion side of the field. They now have Flame in control of the ball. Moxon going to take over there as the ball was popped back to him, but it's JP powerhousing through, trying to get a shot near the middle. Rogue almost in, but a great save there by Flame. And now we've got motion here again on the offense. Rogue trying to bring it up, finds ZJ in the middle, Moxon in the air, but not able to get there. That's going to go in.
Yeah, that's a good passing play attempt. I think it's more of a 50 here by Rogue. It just deflects off the defender, and you know, sometimes the ball is just falling in your favor. Right there, it finds Ziche, but good finish by him, able to find the placement and the power.
Yes, absolutely. Flame needs to find a way to shut JP down here. You know, he's been a strong player, and you know, it actually wasn't really required on that. So Ziche and Rogue were able to make that play all on their own, and all on their own. It's like they're children. Rogue going on the offense here while we got Moxon in the corner. He's going to take it up over their offense there and pop it to the side. Rogue coming in, trying to cut shadow this maybe, as Ziche is going to go into the air here and looking to get it over to defenders from Flame, but no one is there. Local putting it just a little high. Rogue off the backboard, able to save it. It looks like maybe Motion really wants this game. How are you feeling, Rockerman?
Yeah, no, they're definitely playing solid as they find a demo here, and they've had some pretty good pressure here in this one. They found the goal on their end. It really hasn't seemed like Flame has had the pressure, but oh no, the overcommit comes through. Necroptic is going to make them pay, and I mean, I'm not sure really what happened with Motion. Oh, just a miss in the midfield. Bad touch by JP, and then a miss in the midfield, and Necroptic, he's going to walk it right in like he's walking the dog, and he's going to tie it up.
It's an unlucky play there for Motion, but Flame will capitalize, and you know, they're going to try and keep this motion going for him against the blue team here. Is Necrotic taking it in to the corner, trying to find a teammate in mid. No one there for him. Ziche with the control over one defender, taking it up in the air, looking for a little touch over, but Local going to clear that out easily. Rogue with a recovery here. Necroptic putting it downfield, finding Motion with no defenders again on the back foot. Necroptic, no pass available. Moxon's going to try and put it high and get a bump, but Ziche able to control it there and not let that happen. Local's going up and trying to find someone, but JP is there to clear it to the side, giving his team a little bit of breathing room here again. Much needed, as I believe they had someone demoed there by the Flame. Rogue is here putting it up over Moxon, to Local though, who's going to control it over and have a lot of space here on his own. So this is very dangerous to do here, even for this league. Give him all the space you want, and he's going to bump it in with Moxon with a bump in the end.
Oh my goodness, Moxon just coming out of nowhere. I mean, Local taking it slow, taking it low, finds a good 50, and this is for sure a save, but Moxon, he was ready and waiting, and you got to watch out for that man wiping out the last defender, giving his team the lead.
That is a heads up bump there, but that was kind of on Motion there, giving Local all the time that he needed to set that up. You know, they needed to challenge that a little bit sooner, and maybe Motion get something going back here for them, but it's looking like it might be Flame in game 3. Local here with a save to the corner, going to pop it up over Ziche, but JP there to put it high. No one on goal, and Moxon able to clear it from the side. Came in real fast there. JP again putting it high. I think he's trying to get Flame on the back foot, maybe out of boost, going for demos, trying to shake him up. This is the kind of play that we need to see from Motion here. That said, Flame is getting the control to Motion side of the field. Necroptic up, gonna miss there. It looks like Rogue will have control. Local from the side though, gonna pop it over to Necroptic. Necroptic looking to get a touch, misses. Moxon going for a little touch off the wall here, trying to find someone, but Rogue is going to clear it to JP, who is in the air. Ziche going a little high over Moxon. Moxon with a lot of space here, and it is open with a great save by Rogue from the side. Didn't even see him on my screen. That man came out of nowhere. Ziche trying to get a goal here. Moxon putting it high above JP, and he is going to score it with a little double touch there.
Yeah, Moxon's going to put it in yet again, and I mean, this one just catching the defense motion. They're trying to go quick, and JP just once again not enough boost. Moxon able to find it in the back of the net, and Flame a very solid performance here. They've kind of just turned it on, and Motion just haven't been able to answer. It's still 29 seconds though, but Flame seems like they're pretty in control here.
Yeah, they definitely have the control of this game and are putting all the fuel into this fire. But Moxon here is going to take it over, but Rogue is here popping it back, trying to make something happen for his team. A little double commit here by Local and Necroptic in the corner. Ziche trying to get a touch, not going to happen. 10 seconds left. Motion needs a goal now, or this is going to go to Flame here for game 3, and it is looking like Flame has game 3.
Yeah, Flame gonna come out strong here in this game number 3. I mean, they just looked like a solid team. You know, just a lot better. I mean, they held all the pressure there, 8 shots to 3, and I mean, just everything was kind of working for them. This is kind of what I expected from Flame coming out of the get-go. They didn't really have it in game 1, at least in the first half, but they kind of held it strong. And pretty much ever since the second half of that game 1, they kind of turned it on there. And I mean, hey, they're now 1 win away from moving on, and they're could be facing up against those Papayas on Saturday. So they're looking to lock it in. But Grebsy, we got Forbidden Temple up next. Crazy chaotic things happen at Forbidden Temple. That's just Nemesis things. When you get to game 4, you get to Forbidden Temple. I mean, things just happen. So I'm not sure what to expect right here.
I love how much you love Forbidden Temple. I love that energy.
It's great.
And you're right. You know, anything can happen here. We can be going to a game 5. Motion can pull it back together. That said, they have not had their win since that first match, so maybe they have lost their momentum here, and we'll have to find out, as it looks like this 4th match is starting up. We've got looks like JP versus Local for the kickoff. And it's going to go towards Moxon. A little miss there. Ziche finding himself with the ball on the front of his car. Rogue taking over. Looking for the upper right. Moxon going to pop it out to the side. But Ziche there with the read. And another good save by Moxon with the 50 there. Pushing it, making sure he didn't have a shot on goal. JP into the corner. Maybe looking for a bump to himself. It almost gets there. But Local going to clear that away easily. Up the wall. Across Ziche with a bump. But Moxon on the little back pass. Didn't quite get it there. Necroptic putting it high. And no one else on his team. JP is going to have all the space again here in the world to do what he wants with it. No boost though, and he's just trying to make something happen. Moxon going to take it down to mid. Ziche, the last defender, not doing a great job pushing it to the side. JP last second pinch off the inner goalpost, popping the ball out. Great save there by him. Rogue again looking to get a save here for his team as the ball goes wide for Flames there, and Rogue in the air popping it down. JP trying to get a touch, but Moxon has the read to Local, who again has time to set this up and is looking dangerous. Tries to bring it down, but that's a great save by, I believe that was Ziche there. Local taking it into the air again across the goal. They have all the pressure right now so far. Rockerman, what does Motion need to do, as that's Local putting it in?
Yeah, they are just getting suffocated right now here, and looks like Ziche just not the best touch. It's right to Local, and the defense just can't get to it. And yeah, really, I was gonna say they need this first goal. I feel like they just need some momentum on their side. They haven't had any since that game 1 victory, and they just need to find some consistent offense. Flame, this is what I expected from Flame to see. They are playing a lot faster. They're playing solid. They're finding each other. Everything is kind of under their control. And Motion, they just need to get out of their own zone, find some passing plays, maybe get some demos, and beat out this Flame team.
Yeah, absolutely, and I agree. You said it. Flame, all of their touches seem to go towards one of their players. They're always ready for it. They're never really on the desperate end here, as Necroptic trying to get a goal, but Ziche able to clear it out. While Motion are making great plays and they're making great saves, they don't really have the follow-up here that Flame does, so they're going to need to get that teamwork going together here, as Local looking to make a play, and Rogue going around one of the Flame defenders there to Ziche, who has it in the corner. JP again around a defender, going to try and pop it up to a teammate. That's on, and it's going to barely be wide. A very unlucky miss there. That was a great shot and great play by him. Moxon trying to get it out of their half, but Motion here showing their teamwork. As I said, they've had the actual control of this match ever since that first goal, and they are looking to try and find one for themselves over the Flames to tie it up. Necroptic taking it to the side, trying to cut it. No one there able to shoot it for his team. A great clear right past the goal. Rogue with the control. Local waiting for him. He's going to 50 this in. Past all 3 defenders and give it to Moxon to put it in.
They have Moxon coming with another big goal. It's local and Moxon. They have been putting in the work here in this one. As just getting it by the defenders. Moxon is there to finish. And 2-0 lead. Motion, again, just so suffocated. They just haven't had any offensive pressure in this game, Grebsy. They've got to turn it on here. Their season is on the line. You need to get aggressive. You need to put the pressure on. You need to trust each other and just, try to challenge Flame, because Flame right now, they're winning the challenge to every ball.
They absolutely are, and that's just the confidence that comes with having one game up on them plus the first goal of the match. JP trying to find the goal is actually going to find it open and put it in, so we might have a comeback here starting up.
And there we go. Motion able to get something going there is Flame, just a triple commit, and JP the Rock on this Motion squad able to put it in. He has been the goal scorer this entire series, so they need to keep him going, keep him hot here, and see if he can keep it going. Still 2 minutes, a lot of time here for Motion to bring one back.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's a rare triple commit. Probably not used to seeing that in Challenger. Maybe more of a novice moment there for them. So hopefully they can recover and get things going their way. Necroptic trying to find Moxon with a great shot, looking to double it. Rogue off the backboard, able to clear it to the side. Local again in the air, just barely misses a bump. Passes, looking for a bump, no bump there. Moxon, the ball cleared to him. He's going to control here and bounce, and a little off there by the play. JP waiting for him down below and able to pop it over, but Rogue taking it in, and no one there for Motion to shoot that. You're talking about the confidence and the believing in each other. Just was no one there for him on that clear. Motion kind of on the back foot there. Flames had a push up. They were all going for boost and weren't able to get it in. Rogue with a save. Local the clear downfield. Necroptic there just barely misses. Local with a backflip. It's sitting. He's gonna finish it.
Yeah, they're going to put it in, and I thought for a second that Motion was going to be saved, but luckily Local gets this touch to keep it in, and he's able to turn it back around, put it in himself. And yeah, Motion, they almost had a beautiful passing play in the midfield, but they just were a little bit too slow, and that's what led to that counterattack there. Now, once again, find themselves down by 2, minute remaining. Going to need a Forbidden Temple miracle.
And it could happen here. We've seen it in the other match. Comebacks do happen in 45 seconds with 2 goals down, and we've got 50 here, so there's even more time for this. Rogue trying to put the pressure on towards the Flame side of the field, but Local able to clear it out. Moxon waiting for this to pass it to Local. Local pops it up to Necroptic, who's going to push it back to Local on the wall. Local putting it down. Moxon trying to find a push, not able to get there. JP with the save, breaking up the passing play. Necroptic again and able to pinch it over. That's a big read.
Yeah, that's a big read, and it may just be the dagger here that ends Motion's season. Necroptic just playing fast, and Ziche trying to get that boost, but it was a little bit too juicy for him, and he's gonna pay for that one. And it looks like it could be the end of their season.
Yeah, that's a tough one to avoid. You got that 100 boost right in front of you. You can just, if you set the ball just right, you can make the play over. And Moxon gonna put it in again. I believe that is the final nail in the coffin here to 1-5, but we never know, I guess.
You never know, but I'll agree. It is gonna be over here. Moxon putting in another one, and I mean, it would take the miracle of all miracles here. But I mean, Flame, they've just played so solid here. They've been so much quicker in these last couple games, and that is why they got to this point, and that's why they're going to be moving on to Saturday night.
Yep, and they are going to be playing Griffin's #1 team. But as you said, this the higher rank here for champion, it's Challenger League is very close. So Flame may have a chance at this, and the way they're playing right now, Griffins are going to have to put up a really good fight on this.
Well, yeah, actually, they still have one more to play. They got to play Papayas. Yep.
I know how to read a thing.
Oh, that's all right.
I know how to read a thing.
That's all right. But I mean, Flame taking the victory, though. I mean, they are going to be good. They could end up. Honestly, I would pick them to play the Griffins in that first round matchup. But yeah, they are going to have to get through the Papayas. But I mean, with this performance here, I mean, look at this stat line. It's just utter domination by Flame. They're all the pressure, 11-3 in the shot department. I mean, they just controlled the ball the entire game. Motion had really no opportunities in this last one here, and I mean, Grebsy, they just played really well, and it's going to be interesting to see what they can do against the Papayas. I think they're definitely going to be favored, but we'll see how they can make it happen.
Yeah, no, it's definitely absolutely going to be a great game as well. And Papayas coming off a loss against the Hellcats, especially with a 3-0. They're definitely going to want this, and the Flames going to have a tough match coming up for them. But that is it here. It's a 3-1 to the Flame over Motion. Great plays by all teams here, but Flame just showing that they wanted it a little bit more. And coming up, we've got the Rival League with Blaze versus Vortex.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. I'm excited to see how it's gonna shake out. I know we got Psychonautic back in the booth. I know people love to see that, man. I love to see Psycho in the booth for sure. It's gonna be a spicy one for sure, Grebsy. I'm really excited to see how it's gonna shake out.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely so. But yeah, folks, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, Blaze Vortex gonna be spicy. Make sure you guys stick around, and we'll see you guys in a few minutes.
From the moment you were born, you always had it all. And I guess someone dropped the ball, 'cause look where you have gone. You had everything, fucking everything. You don't know. You had everything, threw it all away. You don't know. You got everything that you need, everything that you need. Hold on. You've got everything that you need, everything that you need. Hold on. You've got everything that you need, everything you need. Hold on. You've got everything that you need, everything you need. Hold on. Feel like you were unaware of all the things you ever squandered. Feel like you could live a dream, but you just failed to see it. There is always another day. For you, there's another round. No day is ever too late. There's always a way out. You got everything that you need, everything that you need. Hold on. You've got everything that you need, everything that you need. Hold on. You've got everything that you need, everything that you need. Hold on. You've got everything that you need, everything you need. Hold on. You've got everything that you need, everything you need. Hold on. You've got everything that you need, everything you need. Hold on. You've got everything that you need, everything you need. Hold on.
Into the night
shadows causing an outbreak. I'm wishing upon a star. This time I'm feeling stronger, and I know I can do better. The shadows causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up,
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nemesis Gaming League, where the grind continues. We are back for another match here tonight in the play-ins. Moving on up to the rival league, we've got the number 9 Blaze going up against the number 10 Vortex. Your boy Psychonautic in the booth, ready to bring that action straight to you. And I am joined again tonight by my friend Malo. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. Some banger matches tonight, and we're going to go into our second of 3 Firestorm org matches. So they're making it up for the regular season here. So I'm sure Firestorm's happy about that, being able to finally be on stream. So, but playoffs, play-ins, it's a lot. So I can't wait to get started.
Yeah, that is true. And all the teams are in the lobby. Unlike yesterday, our match was a little bit slow, but these guys are rearing, ready to go, Malo. Let me get that caster prediction from you real quick, because I know we're running a little bit behind here. So we can get this on the road.
Oh man, I'm not going to do a score this time, but I will say that you got Venom and you got Grav on the Vortex being 2 of the top 15 players with the player rating, I should say, in Rival. It's kind of hard to go against that, but you can't put out the flame yet, right? So, or the blaze, I guess I should say. Wrong team on there, but fire pun, whatever. So I'm not sure if they'll go blaze or if it'll be a vortex.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty close one myself, but I got a little org bias in me, as I am in I'm in the victory org with Vortex. Grav's actually one of my good buddies, and he was actually, when he first came in Nemesis, he was on Vikings with me. That was the first season that Vikings were an actual thing. And he's worked his way all the way up to Vortex. He's even been the GM over there for a little while. So big shout outs to Grav there. But Blaze has got the smooth buff. So like any of the Fire Org teams can just pop off at any time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure Smooth has tried to get a lot of training in for all of these teams for the playoffs and play-ins to make sure that they do their best. And so that's one reason why you can't count them out in this, even if you're going against 2 of the top 15 players. So I think this is going to be an exciting one. Will we see our first Game 5? I don't know. I would love to see it, but hopefully soon. It looks like we're gonna do another lobby here because Rocket League's being Rocket League right now.
Yeah, you gotta love Central server is so good.
Yeah. So, but anyway, what we could do, maybe, I don't think we'll have time here, but I was gonna have you go over the bracket real quick, Psycho, if we do have time. I'm not sure if we do.
Yeah, I didn't think we did have much time, but it seems like we have a lot more than we originally anticipated. So yeah, bracket sounds good. And you'll see on the bracket, we've got 9 and 10, Blaze and Vortex. The loser here goes home. The winner goes on to play. I don't got the stream up, and I'm forgetting who they go on to play. Help me out here.
Lightspeed.
Lightspeed, right. So the winner here will go on to play Lightspeed. That match will be played on Saturday, and the winner of that will secure the final spot in the playoff tournament. So lot on the line here. Somebody's going home tonight, Malo. Blaze, Vortex. I can't say who it's going to be. I'm going to put my money on Vortex getting the W here tonight, but that's just some org bias. And yeah, I mean, that's just how I feel about it. Looks like these cats are ready to go.
Let's go. Yeah, I think that's a good assessment there. But what I'd say now is that you got to win and in, right? So you got to win and go forward now.
That's very true. And we're going to get this thing going. It looks like there is still some ping issues that a couple of players are having, but for the most part, it looks fairly even. One from each team. And Venom, he was one of the ones having ping issues, but I guess he's just going to play through it.
And he's not the only one. Grav over here with some issues too, but Venom's like, it's just a little bit extra. I'm rival. I can adjust to this. So he did just that.
Yeah, Grab getting the red ping issues here. We'll see how he's able to manage that as the double commit comes out for Vortex. Excuse me, Blaze is going to pop that up. Flame Intruder going to take it out of the corner, misses a second touch. Morty trying to take control of it, but Nathan to take it away from him. And Grab going to clear that one out. Vortex trying to get some offense going as Venom goes up, gets the second touch off the back wall, but can't get it in front of the net. Morty with a touch trying to buy some time for Grab as he rotates back, but I got to wonder if his ping gave him some issue there. I know sometimes as soon as the ball gets hit, you just don't have enough time to react, and that looks like that might have been what happened.
Yeah, absolutely. The rubber banding when you're dealing with a higher ping and potentially even packet loss is painful. And you know, as rival, you're needing that ping to be as best as possible. So, you know, right now, looking at these teams, the one thing I noticed was that Pred is not playing for Vortex. So, do you have any insight as to why that is?
I actually don't, since I'm not an AGM or anything, I really don't know much about any of the Victory Org teams other than, you know, their records and stuff, because I don't have access to all the chats. But, you know, hey, it might be a ping issue, because I would assume Morty is subbing in for him, and he doesn't seem to have any problems. He seems to be fitting into the Vortex rotations quite nicely. So we'll see how it plays out for him. You know, having ping issues and a sub is not the greatest situation to be in.
Yeah, it isn't. But you know, right now they're tied up, so they're doing at least a little something right with Morty as the third. I don't know how much practice he's gotten with the rest of the team, but as we look at this here, it seems to be not. Oh, and as I say that, Morty's over here doing bumps on his own teammate. But anyway, yeah, I'm surprised to see how well they've been working out so far.
We'll see if they continue to work out. We got a tie ball game, 3 minutes left. Game number 1 of this best of 5 series. Which team will be able to get the upper hand here? Well, either will we see an overtime in game 1 as the ball gets pinched dangerously back towards Vortex's net. Venom gonna miss his clearing touch. Nathan puts it down for a teammate. Sprinkle can't get it in. It's gonna hit the post and bounce out. Morty trying to get that ball cleared for Vortex, and Venom gonna go ahead and finish out that clear, send it all the way down. Sprinkle a little bit dangerous, looking to get something going in the midfield. You can't give that man any space apparently. And Venom gonna follow that ball, looking to get a 50, bouncing off the top of Inflame Intruder. Sprinkle gonna break up the offensive push from Vortex as the ball gets floated over to the mid. Morty was there, but a great 50 from Nathan to keep that ball out of Blaze's territory. And Grav cutting off the play. Sprinkle with the shot, but Morty gets an amazing save at the last second. He had just enough boost to get to that ball, and he is just doing his best to play some solid defense right now. Venom a little bit awkward. Morty gonna pop that ball up. Looked like Venom might have got bumped into the net. Blaze just doing the most right now, Malo, in the offensive zone.
Yeah, absolutely. And you talked about Morty's save there. I actually think he didn't even have any boost, and as that happens, Morty isn't able to get back to that one, and Nathan gets a goal on 2-1, 141 to go.
Yeah, that's tough. Blaze was really putting on the offensive pressure, and it paid off for him. I know a little bit of Vortex doing a really good job defensively, especially with the ping issues that they got. That can make the defense, your defensive plays really, really tricky, but they seem to be working with it as best that they can. But will it be enough, or are they going to suffer, the victimhood of losing game 1 basically to ping issues? As Morty's going to pop this one up over to the mid, tries to solo on Blaze, but doesn't get the ball past the final defender. As Flame Intruder going to bang that one down, trying to get another one, but Morty puts it around him. Morty in the midfield around another one, trying to find Grab, but Sprinkle breaks up the play. Great defense from him. As Flame Intruder going to bang that one out, sending it back down to Vortex. 1 minute remaining here, and Vortex still down by 1. Malo, I don't know what they got to do. I maybe it's my bias, but I just feel like it's a ping issue. Oh, Morty doesn't have ping issues, and he missed that ball, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's going to be an issue to an extent, but you got to remember the last series, local was having a high ping, and he came out with the victory. So, but you also have two people with the issue, but one of them is more of a packet loss than a high ping, and packet loss is actually much worse than having a high ping because it's not receiving everything, so the game will rubber band extremely hard sometimes, which is really hard to read. I can I can attest to that myself. So last 7 seconds here, and Vortex has got to do something.
And I don't think that they're going to be able to as the ball is kept up. Possibly they got a dream, but nobody there to keep it up. Blaze going to be your victors in game number 1 of this best of 5 series. But Vortex hoping to get something off of this server reset. Sure. Hoping that it's going to fix some issues, but maybe not. I've seen server resets happen multiple times and nobody's ping gets fixed.
Yeah, and it's possible that sometimes you have to go to a different region just to get around it because it is one of those things that can sometimes be a certain region. So, but we look at the stats here, and the stats, 5 shots to 10 shots, where the Blaze had 10, and the defense wasn't too bad for Vortex, but just getting outshot like that, it's gonna happen to where you get scored on. So that's what happened here, especially in Rival.
Yeah, I fully agree. And I mean, you say especially in rival, but really in any league, if you got one team that's just generating offense just constantly, they're going to eventually score. It's just inevitable. It's like math.
Yeah, it really is. And as we load up the lobby here, we're in here already, and I can tell you that the pings look dramatically better. So I think we're going to see a much different game two from Vortex here. What do you think they're going to do here to get themselves back into the series, Psycho?
Honestly, I think they're just going to put their hands together and pray that they're not getting the packet loss, that they've got good ping. And I mean, they look solid even playing through that. So I would imagine when they can accurately predict when the other team is going to hit the ball or where the ball is going to go once it's hit, I think that we're going to see, just based on that, we're going to see a different Vortex team. Grav specifically is no this isn't his first rodeo being 10th seed, and he took Venom. He was on the Venom team that went all the way from 10th seed to win the grand finals. So this is something that I fully believe that Vortex can do. It's just will they be able to pull it off against Blaze? I just seen them join for a second and it looked like they all had green ping, so this could be a very, very good situation for Vortex.
Yeah, absolutely. So now the question is, does Vortex drive circles around the Blaze? That is the big question now.
Personally, I don't think that they're going to necessarily drive circles around them. I think it's going to get them back into the competitive edge. You know what I mean? But
Oh yeah.
Blaze nothing to, nothing to shake a stick at. They can turn it up when they want to turn it up. I've already said they got the smooth buff. I've seen that in action, and I'm a believer.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And oh man, I can't wait till we get this started here. But looking at this, if you're Blaze, what do you got to do here to continue that dominance that you had in game one? Despite the issues that were there.
I say you just got to keep up the offense. You got to keep your foot on the pedal. Don't give Vortex any room. Get all the offensive bumps you can get. Keep them out of their rotations. I think they really, they're in a good position. They can, one, they can put on a lot of pressure. They can take big chances. Two, they can stand to lose lose a game here, and they're still even in the series, so it's not a big deal for them.
Yeah, absolutely, and they can also kind of use this game, or at least part of it, even to say, okay, let's see what the Vortex really do, and and then go from there. So here we go, Psycho.
And kicking off game number 2 here, Blaze versus Vortex. Blaze up by 1 in this best of 5 series. Morty with the touch out of the corner. Venom there takes the shot, the double commit from Blaze, but it works out for him. They get the save. They're able to clear the ball out. Sprinkle gets a demo, on Morty as he rotates through. Flame Intruder trying to keep the ball away. Venom following it out, 50 with Sprinkle. Sprinkle has the 50 again in the midfield as it goes up the sidewall. Flame Intruder there gets the touch, tries to bump Morty off the ball, successfully bumps Morty off the ball, leaving, but Morty gets back around to it. Grav popping it up off the backboard. Nathan is there, but he can't find much with the ball. Sprinkles up, gets a touch. Will he be able to follow it out of the corner? No, Grav is going to send that one away. Blaze, in this first minute, Malo, have already started to show that they are doing the same thing from game number 1. They don't care about the ping. They're going to keep bringing that pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. But the thing, that you will also see at the same time is that Vortex are definitely making their touches more almost all the time now versus the first time. And there's also a lot less double commits. I noticed that happened quite a bit too. And that might have been, due to that same issue with the pings. But now I think they can get into more of a rhythm and start doing that offensive pressure that they were looking for.
And we're sitting with a 0-0 scoreline, 3 minutes and 33 seconds, and Venom taking a shot. Sprinkle gonna make that save. Flame Intruder trying to get a little sneaky shot there, but Grav was back in time. Venom pushing it down, no beans to work with here. Off the backboard, Sprinkle gonna send it away, cleared out past the midline as Grav bangs that one down. Not much to follow with, but he's gonna get a touch. Sprinkle is there, as he has been all series so far. He's been a solid defender. Morty with the shot. Sprinkle again with another save. Just a brick wall defender. Sprinkle not able to get that touch. Venom gonna take it away from him as Flame Intruder gonna get it taken by Morty. Vortex starting to gear up in the offensive zone here as the ball's gonna get pinched across the net of Blaze. Venom popping it up. Morty off the backboard, can't get the touch, trying to find the pass play, and Grav getting another touch, just trying to play keep away from Flame Intruder. Trying to send it back. Flame Intruder puts it across the mid. Sprinkles there, but Grav gonna get that defensive touch, send it out. Morty to send it across the line. Venom with the bump. Morty trying to get in there, but Sprinkle gonna take it away. We're down to the second half here. Game number 2, Malo. There's a lot of back and forth here. This is a much more competitive game than game 1.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The only thing that you'll notice here is that Blaze, despite having some initial attempts on pressure, hasn't had a shot in, and oh my goodness, look at Venom go there. What a pass by Morty. Good job on the Vortex offense there.
Let's go, Vortex. No, I'm just kidding. That's toxic. But a great shot, great play coming out from Vortex there. Just putting it exactly where it needed to be. Vortex showing up and showing out, getting the first goal of game number 2 here. That's exactly what they needed. Some momentum as Venom gets another shot on net. A pretty crazy angle too.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful. Nice little pop up there by Grav. And right now the Vortex have the Blaze all twisted upside down.
And will Blaze be able to come back? They got 1:52 left on the clock. Plenty of time to make this happen. Only down by 2. Morty is up. Oh, almost got bumped out by Nathan, but still made the save. The Sprinkle sends this one back across the mid. The shot from Flame Intruder, but Venom gets in front of it, putting a stop to the offensive push of Blazes. Grav's gonna bang it off the backboard, and Flame Intruder sends it off to the side. As Blaze desperately tries to clear this ball out, they're not able to. The double commit coming out from Vortex. This might be bad for them. Venom left back alone, but he's got enough juice to get it out of there. Venom picks up the boost pad, gets it past 3, but it goes a little bit too high as Grav's gonna send that one back. Morty with the touch off the backboard. The 50 coming out from Venom off the ceiling over to Grav, and he finds an empty net.
Oh man, the Vortex are just having their way with Blaze this time, and they're putting the flames out. It's you look at the shots here, and it's pretty crazy that the only offense we've really seen from Blaze was a couple of goals ago, previous goals ago, where they had a couple of shots on net. But yeah, just Vortex having it away. Ooh, and what a shot there. So Psycho, last minute, what do you want to see from Blaze here?
I want to see the exact same thing that I'm seeing from Blaze. I'm loving this because Vortex is up 3-0. But in order for them to bring it back, I think that they definitely have to shut down this Vortex offense 100%. And I'm not trying to be toxic, but honest, with 30 seconds, the way Vortex is playing in this specific game, I don't think that they're going to be able to bring back 3 goals. It would be pretty amazing feat in my opinion. But hey, you know, it could be possible. We'll see in the final 20 seconds here as Sprinkle trying to get it going. Bounces out to the mid. Sprinkle there, gets the shot. Oh my goodness, he almost started it out, but Venom gets his savior medal. The final 10 seconds now as Vortex is trying to just clear this ball out, waste the clock away so they can get this W, and that's pretty much going to be all she wrote. Vortex going to take game number 2 off the board, and we got a tied series.
Oh man, Vortex doing work in that one. They had the Blaze up in a tornado, and they just were flying everywhere, but not doing anything on offense. That's what you needed to see there from Blaze, was to get more offense, and they finally started to show life towards the end. But you know, Vortex was just too strong there.
They certainly were. Venom, 745. That man had 2 goals, an assist, 3 saves. He was just doing the most for his team. I think if he's going to keep playing like that, Blaze has definitely got to make some changes here. I think they're definitely strong offensively, but they have to figure out a way to shut down Vortex's offense, because Vortex, if they keep the offense like that, they just doubled down. Like, Blaze was doing so much offense in game number 1, and Vortex was like, I guess we gotta up that. So, you know, I'm thinking we're gonna see the same thing from Blaze here. We're pull the stops out, turn the afterburners on, and let it rip.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, we're starting here with this game, and I think just exactly what Sprinkle did there. I think the Blaze need to start doing more demos and bumps to get those opportunities and create them, so that way they can, you know, push forward. As oh man, I thought that was a wide open goal there, and you know, even up in Rivals, sometimes you might see open goals missed like that, and it's rare, but it's not something you'll see often.
That's very true. I mean, nobody's safe from accidentally shanking a shot. You know, it happened to anybody. I'm sure even the pros sometimes have days where they just cannot hit the back of a net. But it looks like Sprinkle is not going to be that way here in game number 3, starting things off for Blaze with the first goal. That's exactly what they needed. They needed that momentum back.
Yeah, absolutely, and that was a great beat there by Sprinkle. Venom almost back to pinch it off the ceiling or the crossbar, but just slow enough to not make it back. So Blaze got to continue there, keep that flame lit, and continue that offense.
How will Vortex react to this? A big demo. Morty with the shot, but can't get it past the defender. Flame Intruder, absolutely nuts on the goal line there. Putting it on for Blaze as Venom trying to find the pass to Morty. Gonna have to 50. Grab with the shot, puts it down the middle lane. But Flame Intruder there makes an easy save. As Morty gonna pinch this back towards the mid. Flame Intruder gonna beat, grab to the ball. Sprinkle off the backboard, no juice to follow. And Morty with a good backboard touch to clear it away from Vortex net. Venom puts it down past Nathan in the midfield, gets a demo on 1. The ball popped up. Morty puts it back into Blaze's half. The ball has popped up again. Just looks like Vortex just trying to play keep away from Blaze right now, trying to find an opening, create an opportunity. But Blaze definitely playing some solid defense, much better than they were playing in game number 2. We'll have to see here, Malo. Oh, as the pass plays start to come out, Venom wasn't sure what to do. It looked like he was about to go for a demo and then just turned off. But the defense able to put that one down, and there we go. Blaze trying to start some offense here, Malo. But I'm not sure. I'm at a loss of words right now. Take over.
Yeah. So, you know, you say that, but the one thing that's really sticking out right now is Venom. Venom has nothing on the scoreboard. It doesn't look like he's been participating at all. I'm not sure if he's getting demoed a lot, because you saw the Blaze demoing there for a bit, but Venom, he's just kind of seemingly out of these plays. Oh, what a save!
It certainly happens that way sometimes. Sometimes the ball's just not in your rotation. You know, there are games like that. The shot coming out, Grab with a huge save, picking up his 3rd save in this game. And now Grab trying to clear this ball out. No juice to follow. Flame Intruder sending that one towards the net. Venom, not a lot of juice himself. It seems like I'm starting to realize this, Malo, but it looks like a lot of times Vortex has been out of boost. So I'm guessing that is a result of boost control from Blaze. They must be doing a really good job as Flame Intruder comes in, takes a shot. Nobody from Vortex ready for that.
Yeah, and you have a double commit right there by Venom and Grab, and that really hurt the offense. And I think there was a bump there again too by Venom to Morty. So, you know, the Vortex are definitely now driving around in circles on defense, and it's costing them.
It certainly is. Blaze is definitely not a team that you want to just give opportunities, because they're going to hit it 9 times out of 10. And they've proven that so far here in game number 3. With 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock, they are up by 2, looking to take the lead in the series. Grab looking for the double tap off the backboard as Flame Intruder sends that one down. Can't get it on net, but he did beat out the defense there. Sprinkle trying to put it in front of the net. Venom gonna fling that one away. Grab just playing it slow, trying to play defense. Nathan puts the ball in such an awkward place. Flame Intruder looked like he missed. Well, he did miss, but he was in the right place at the right time for the second hit.
Oh man, you know, Nathan, we haven't really talked about a lot either. He's kind of been on the bottom side of the scoreboard the most time, but he's doing it where it's important, and that's why the score doesn't matter, and that showed right there exactly that. So, you know, what you want to see now, I'd say from Vortex. Oh, never mind. I was about to say get Venom more involved, actually, and so. Morty there, nice little tap past. I didn't see who that was, but letting Venom score that. So great job there. 3-1, 57 seconds left.
Yeah, Morty close to peeking on him right there. Almost caught that double touch off of the ceiling. That would have went straight in. That would have been a disgusting shot, but turned into it turned into a goal either way. Nathan with a huge save on the goal line, putting his team on his back right there. 3-1 still for Blaze in the lead, and they are trying to keep that lead. Doing everything in their power and doing a great job. Flame Intruder taking a long shot, just trying to wind down the clock. 30 seconds left, and Vortex still down by 2. Will they be able to make a comeback? They have to do something like now, as Morty makes a good defensive touch there. Grab getting the offender off the ball. Grab still sticking with it, but not a lot of juice to work with. Gets a great pass infield, but Venom has to deal with Flame Intruder there, not able to get a solid shot on net. The final seconds now ticking down, and this looks like pretty much a wrap for game number 3, as it's gonna go to Blaze. Blaze now up 2-1 in the series. They're sitting at match point. They only need one more to send Vortex home, shut down their whole season.
Yeah, and you know, you look at this shot-wise, they're pretty even. Vortex got one more shot in that series, but 9 saves, 3 for each member of Blaze there, and they were doing work on defense. And I think a lot of that dealt with the boost management you alluded to. The boost management is what really killed them. So you know what you would want to see as Vortex next time here is you're going to want to see them. Manage that boost a lot more. Go for more small pads. You know, it's. I feel weird talking about this as you know, as a novice while watching Rival here, but you definitely got to manage that boost more. And one way to do that is grabbing those small pads.
Yeah, that's very true. But I'm not sure if it was mismanagement by Vortex of their boost or if it was just good boost control from Blaze. They were spending a lot of time down there in the offensive zone, so they might have been snagging those big pads every chance they got, you know, and shutting down somebody's boost whenever they're on their heels in the defensive zone. That is a surefire way to score a goal. And you know, whether it was bad boost management or good boost control, for either way, worked out in the favor of Blaze there. They had game 3 win. Now they're sitting on match point. looking to send Vortex home. Vortex got to win the next 2 games in a row to stay alive here in Season 10. As Grab
Yeah.
coming off the side. Oh, my bad. What's up, Molly?
Sorry, I thought you were pausing there. My bad. Oh, and of course, through all that confusion, there was some confusion on the side of Blaze there, and Flame leaving it wide open, and Sprinkle wasn't able to get in position, and Morty was able to capitalize.
Yeah, he certainly was. That's exactly what Vortex wanted. If the trend continues, I'm thinking Vortex is going to take this game because it seems, I believe, every single game up to this so far, the first team that has scored has ended up winning that game. So we'll see if that trend continues here. If it does, hey, Vortex is staying alive. We're going to see a Game 5 Champions Field. You'd love to see it. And, I mean, I hope to see some overtimes too, but Sprinkle in the midfield, putting it down, but Grav keeps it away from Intruder there. Nathan trying to get some offense going here for Blaze. Blaze needing to do the most right now to get back into this game, tie this thing up. Venom trying to get it cleared out, but it gets batted away. Morty keeping the offensive pressure alive. It's not very strong right now, but Vortex just trying to create some opportunities, moving the ball around. Flame Intruder pinching it out. Morty off the backboard, but Sprinkle gets a great defensive touch. Venom trying to keep it alive. Nathan gonna bang that one away. And it does seem at this point, Malo, that Vortex has a little bit of edge, seemingly, not only because they're up by 1, but I mean, they just seem to be controlling the ball in their offensive zone a little bit more than Blaze. But, I mean, it could flip at any time, I feel.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially with where we're at, Forbidden Temple. You never know what's going to happen, and you know the script might be one thing, but the script doesn't listen or doesn't get affected by the Forbidden Temple. The Forbidden Temple does what it wants. So we'll see what happens. But you know, Vortex just needs to continue what they've been doing, and I think they'll be able to take this game.
Yeah, Forbidden Temple do be like, oh, Venom not able to get there in time, but Forbidden Temple do be like a Google algorithm, not gonna lie. As Grav coming in with the shot, Flame Intruder with a great save there, though. Nathan send it out to the mid. Grav gonna keep it out of Vortex defensive zone. Grav can't get another touch in the corner. Morty trying to break up Blaze there in their backfield as Flame Intruder tries to get it past the defender, but can't. Grav a little bit awkward, but he's still with the ball. Oh no, he just barely missed the ball there as Nathan takes over. Venom buying some time with good defensive touches. Sprinkle with the shot, but Morty back in time. Morty been a huge proponent on Vortex's defense so far, Malo, and this whole series he's been huge.
Yeah, absolutely, he has. And you know that person that's huge on defense, or yeah, with like Morty and Nathan. You know that's what helps you get in certain positions to be able to get those offensive pushes, and that's exactly what Blaze needs right now.
Venom with the shot. Can Sprinkle get back in time? No, he can't. Venom gonna get the long goal, and now Vortex up by 2.
Yeah, I know. I was just talking about a little bit of kind of switched over to the Blaze talking about Morty, but you know. Here we see in Vortex doing what they've been doing lately, and they're up by 2 now.
And with 1:40 left on the clock, this is not the position you want to be in if you're Blaze, especially knowing that you're going to have to go to a Game 5. Game 5 could go either way at this point. I really think it's going to come down to whoever scores first in Game 5, but hopefully it's a little bit more competitive, a little bit more back and forth, because I love to just see, you know, it's just good Rocket League. When you got 2 teams that are just so close in skill, and you don't have one just completely demolishing the other, it's just really good. It's a showcase of the game that is Rocket League. As Morty gonna take a shot, but it's gonna be a little bit high. The final 60 seconds ticking down. Sprinkle with a long ball, almost trying to answer, but Grab gonna get back in time to send that one away in the final 60 seconds. What do you think, Molly? Do you think Blaze has got what it takes to bring it back and just close this whole thing down right now?
I mean, you got to say never, right? That it won't happen. But it's Forbidden Temple, so it's very possible. I would never count them out on this. And, you know, I almost saw them do a triple commit goal score earlier. So It's possible.
The final 30 seconds, Morty getting his third save of the game. Can Blaze do it? Can they secure? They need to secure a goal as soon as they possibly can to get back to that kickoff line and try and score a kickoff goal to stay alive here. But it doesn't look like it's going to work out for him. Sprinkle trying everything that he can. No juice to work with here. He gets an amazing pass out to the mid, and his teammate just barely misses that shot. And that's pretty much going to do it for Blaze right here. Vortex going to be your victors in game number 4 as soon as the ball touches the ground. And there you have it, Vortex, your winner. We're going on to a game number 5. Game 5 alerts, get them things rolling. Who's going to take this? Who's going to go home? It's all on the line.
Oh man, I don't know if I'd call that a curse, but that'd be a nice prediction that I did there, calling hopefully seeing a game 5 here. But one of the things that we can say about this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first game 5 of the play-in. So, and I could be corrected there if needed, but we love to see it. Just like you said, Psycho, the content, the back and forth, all of it. It's great to see. Who do you think's going to take this game 5?
To be honest, I think it could go to either team. I'm gonna put my money on Vortex. I'm true to the org. That's my home. But I think I truly think that it could go to either team. I think because both of these teams have showed up. Game 1 and game 3, Blaze, not only did they win, they won. You know what I mean? Like, it was multiple goals ahead. But it's the same thing for Vortex. Game 2 and game 4, they didn't win by 1 goal. They won by multiple goals. So, I honestly think it's going to come down to who scores first. Truly. Whoever scores this first goal, I think, is going to win this game.
Oh, and yeah, Morty almost scored it right there. And, that is absolutely true. That's kind of the pattern I've noticed lately is the scores aren't really close, and the first person who scores pretty much wins the series. So, with that knowledge, you got to go with, come on, we got to score first. And so you might see some crazy attempts at touches, which I believe we saw earlier by Morty. So let's see what happens here with 4 minutes left.
As Morty gets a big bang right before getting big banged, demolished off of the field, but he is back with a vengeance here, trying to get another touch. Nathan going to keep it away from him. Venom looking for a double, gets the double, but it can't find the back of the net, hits the post or the crossbar and bounces out. Nathan popping it up. The double commit from Vortex. Hopefully this does not go bad for them, but it does. Nathan with a huge play out of the corner. What a shot.
Oh man, what a pass there by Nathan, beating Grav there for that. And I think it bounced just off of Morty there. But great attempt there by Morty. But yeah, that double commit killed him there.
It certainly did. That wasn't the first double commit that they got punished for in this series. But will they be able to bring it back? 3 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. Plenty of time for any team to get multiple goals. But will Vortex be able to do it? Or is this already in the bag for Blaze? Is it a first score wins type deal? We'll have to see in the remaining minutes here, as Morty gonna try and get this one out. Has the 50 with a Blaze member there. Grav sends it big. Morty gets up to help it down the field. Venom there missing his touch, leaving Morty a little bit awkward. Has to 50 with Sprinkle there, but it bounces off of the top. Venom able to clear that one out. Morty not enough juice to get to the ball, unfortunately, as it gets popped over. Grab. Nobody back. Oh, Venom back just in time. But again, I'm starting to see, Malo, that there's that a lot of Vortex members don't have boost a lot of the time, and I gotta wonder, we're going back to, is it boost management or is it boost control from Blaze?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good question there. But looking at this, Vortex aren't doing too bad. They just need to produce a little more on offense, which you don't need. Oh, nice save there by Flame Intruder, and you don't necessarily need a boost to score.
That's very true. That's very true. And you don't need much boost to make a save either, to be fair. Some of the best goalies in Rocket League can make any save with just 12 boost. 2 minutes left on the clock. Vortex still down by 1 here. Sprinkle trying to make that 2. Not able to get it in. Flame Intruder puts it back in front of the net. This is dangerous for Vortex, as Grab's going to send that one away. Vortex needing some time to recoup here, get some boost, and get back in their rotations as Flame Intruder sends that one down. Sprinkle pops it back up. A little bit of an awkward play there from Blaze, but Grab not going to find the touch. Morty sending a shot down, but it goes wide. And Venom 50's in the midfield. Flame Intruder getting a touch. Sprinkle gets it away from Venom, but Morty there trying to get it in front of the net. Blaze playing amazing defense on the backboard with only just barely over a minute left in this game. Blaze is still up by 1, Malo. It is looking like not great for Vortex right now.
Yeah, it's not, but you know, it's only, you're only down 1, so it doesn't take much to get back into this, and you know, take it to OT or at least potentially win here before OT. And as I say that, Sprinkle over here, I think they almost pinched it, but I think it was just Sprinkle there, and just a bad touch there by Venom. It just goes right to Sprinkle.
And unfortunately, they didn't. Vortex didn't have a man on that far post, so nobody was ready whenever that banger came through from Sprinkle. You got to be ready for those. But we know Sprinkle's just going to put them on net and do them dirty. Morty trying to get it through, but Sprinkle big bodies the ball there in front of the net, keeps it out as time winds down. It's looking pretty grim for Vortex here. Can they get back into this? Grab is there. He gets the ball past the offender, but Flame Intruder keeping the pressure alive for Blaze. It's popped up. This is looking dangerous for Vortex. Flame Intruder trying to get a 3rd goal, but not going to be able to. The final 15 seconds here. Is Vortex going to be able to get a goal? They need one right now to reset back up and possibly get a 2nd one off the kickoff. Morty with an opportunity. That one not going to go in. Nathan has got a huge body. He's so big. He's not going to let it go in. I don't know. That was amazing save from him, but I'm crying right now. Blaze with a huge win in Game 5. Congratulations, Blaze. Truly earned that W. Truly earned your spot in the playoffs. My hat's off.
Wow. Yeah, fantastic series though. I'm super happy to see it go down like that. That was our first game too, where it was super close. So, or at least, you know, close to the end. So, great job here by Blaze. Congratulations to them. They play Lightspeed Saturday, and Vortex. You know, good luck next season. Sorry you did not make it here, but oh man, Blaze versus Lightspeed. I can't wait to see that. Now, what's your thoughts on how Blaze did here, Psycho?
I think they did fantastic. I mean, they dropped the 2 games, you know, Game 2 and Game 4. They obviously made a lot of mistakes. Could have definitely played better, but I think that they deserved this win, to be honest. I think they played really well tonight. They were the better team. They did have that game number 1 that went in favor of them due to ping, packet loss, all that stuff, but that's neither here nor there. You know, Vortex cleaned it up and they brought it back, so they had every chances that they could have won, or that they could have had to win. And I think Blaze just played a little bit better tonight. As simple as that, you know, and they deserve it. They did a fantastic job.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, even with the craziness with Game 1, they still were able to, you know, ensure that they didn't lose that. So Vortex tried hard there to bounce back, and they were super close there, bringing it up to a Game 5, and only losing by 1. So you know, hats off to Vortex, and you know, with next season's changes, I can't wait to see how they build for next season.
Most definitely. But that's pretty much going to wrap us up, ladies and gentlemen, for this game here. We are running a little bit behind schedule, so we're only going to take a very short break. Me and Malo are going to kick it in the booth with you guys for one more series. We're going down to the Novice League, so we're going to be, you know, we're aficionados of the Novice League or whatever. But we got Ignite, number 9 seed, going up against Gorgons, number 10 seed. Quick break here if you want to get some snacks, drinks, stretch your legs or whatever. We'll be right back with some more Nemesis League action in a minute. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nemesis Gaming League, where the grind continues. You already know who it is, and you already know what time it is. We are running behind, but we are back. We are in the Novice League. We've got Ignite, 9th seed, going up against the Gorgons, the 10th seed. For all the marbles here, you either win and secure yourself a spot in the play-in, or excuse me, in the playoff bracket, or you go home. Malo still joining me here in the booth tonight. Man, I gotta say, this is a lose-lose situation in my opinion, Malo. Either you win and you go against the undefeated Wisps, or you lose and you go home.
Yeah, that's definitely a tough task. I'm happy to be back for this one because I am super excited. You know, we've seen the smooth buff in effect here. They're gonna look to go get the sweep here, and I'm telling you, Gorgons and Ignite lost Gorgons beat the Ignite last time they faced each other 3-1. And I don't know if that's going to be the case this time. I think it's going to be much closer. I think we're going to see another game 5, and I can't wait to get this started.
And we are going to do just that. And I do know I seen Smooth talking about how he's been doing some coaching sessions with his novice team. So we'll see if that pays off for him or if the Gorgons are able to make it happen here tonight. Either way, like I said, winning this game sends you up against the undefeated Wisps. That's not a great matchup there for really any team, obviously, as they played everybody and did not lose a single match. But, you know, hopefully somebody's able to stop them in the playoff bracket. But I don't know, it's going to be a tough order to fill. But it looks like here in the first 30 seconds, we've got Ignite doing a little bit more work than Gorgons. Gorgons just mostly staying in their defensive zone for right now. But we see the demo come out from Bad Boy there in the midfield as Bad Boy sends that one down West with an awkward touch, but he sends it up. Yo Soy Reckless not able to get the touch there. The ball gets sent back to Gorgon's half. A minute gone so far here, Malo, and I mean, I don't know. It's not looking great for Gorgons. They've had one offensive push so far, but they're gonna need a lot more against this Ignite team if they want to win tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. But the thing is, you know, first before they even whoever the winner is, you know, the wait, doesn't the winner play someone on Saturday?
Oh, my bad. There's bracket reset.
So they're playing Spitfires, I believe, on.
Right. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we're on Saturday and we're on Wednesday.
Yeah, no worries. So they play the Spitfires, whoever the winner is, and you know, just like this one, it'll be a great matchup, I think. Oh, and NyQuil sneaks a goal in there, and I actually didn't even see what happened because I looked away for just a second. I pulled a Grebsy on as a commentator here, and wow, up 1-0 Ignite.
Yeah, Alpaca with a nice touch there, getting it over the defender off the backboard and finding the teammate in the midfield there that was able to just put it past into the net. So Ignite starting things off, 3 minutes on the clock. And yeah, man, I was totally like, I don't know, not having a job makes my time sense like go in the toilet. Like I don't even know what day or date or time it is most of the time. But yeah, you're totally right. The winner of this team goes on to play Saturday. The winner of the Saturday team will go on to play the Wisps. So that's the more of the Catch-22 series than this one is. However, the loser of this series still got to go home, still got to pack their bags. Their season will be over. So still a lot on the line here for both of these teams as we reach the halfway point here in game number 1. Even though Ignite does have the upper hand in the goal section, seems like Gorgons have been able to generate a little bit more offense here, getting 2 shots of their own. And yeah, will they be able to keep it up? They need to if they want to equalizing goal here. With 2 minutes left on the clock, KCC West going to try and follow that, but he gets bumped off by NyQuil. Reckless with the 50 in the midfield, down to Bad Boy. Gets it past one of the defenders, but he's going to pull off of it. Leaves it for Reckless. Can't get it past the defenders, but West going to clean things up for the Gorgons.
Oh man, and you hate it when everyone's all together there, and you know, NyQuil, unfortunately, I think he wasn't in the right spot there, and he just desperately tried to save it, and I think it caused a double. But we're looking at this tied up 1. What do you think Smooth told his team to do against this Gorgon team?
Man, if I knew what he told his team, I'd be telling my team too, to be honest with you, 'cause I'm novice, and that's just, he's got good advice. I mean, he's a pretty top-notch player. He's like rival, isn't he? Pretty sure he's rival.
Yeah, I believe so. Oh my goodness, another goal. Soy Reckless getting a pass, it looks like, from the defense. I thought it was from West there. I missed that part of it, but it looked like a double commit, and that's the thing we're seeing a lot here is a lot of doubles for the Ignite, and I think they had that problem last time I watched them. So they got to clean that up so that way they keep this series close and make some goals.
Yeah, I certainly agree. Gorgon's with the lead now, turning things around on Ignite in the final 2 minutes of this game, really turning it on, showing Ignite that, hey, we aren't going to be some pushovers. Here's NyQuil with a huge shot, but West with a big save of his own. As West's going to send this ball down, gets it past one, gets it past another, out to the mid, but Alpaca back in time, makes a stop there, keeps it from out in front of the net. Bad Boy with a touch, but NyQuil's there, gets it past one of the defenders, out to the mid, tripwire there, bangs that one in. We are got a tied ball game once again.
Tripwire, one of the top players in Novice, and we're seeing it. Why here? He's been doing quite well. I think, but a lot of the stuff we're seeing mistake-wise is by the others. But that's not saying that Tripwire is perfect either. So, great job by that squad there to get that goal in, and we're tied with 40 seconds left. Oh, wait a minute! I say that, and Alpaca scores.
Alpaca with a huge solo play there, just cuts right in the midfield, says, don't worry, guys, I got this. I'm going to just case up all 3 of these cats real quick, take the lead. 38 seconds left on the clock. Holy moly, Malo, that was kind of nutty.
That really was. That was some good hustle and awareness there. And, that's part of the things that I guarantee you Smooth told his team is, hey, be quick on those rotations. Rotate, use your ball cam a lot. Go demo after West like you just saw here, because West is that player on Gorgons that makes a lot of things happen, and taking him out of the equation is definitely what will help you secure victory.
Yeah, not only that, but I would wager on the final 10 seconds here, we can focus on this, see if Gorgons can maybe pull this back. They do have an opportunity. As West is going to send that one down. Alpaca puts it up, but it's not looking good for Ignite. Can Reckless keep it up? No, Tripwire does. Alpaca just trying to put this one down. Ignite going to take the W here in game number 1. I totally forgot what I was about to say, Malo. Totally got derailed right there.
Yeah, well, we look at the scoreboard here, and shots are pretty much the same. You've got 6 apiece. Saves are the same. So, theoretically, they should be tied and we'd be going into overtime. But, when you get some off touches as we do in Nemesis Novice, right? That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. And what Ignite did with the demos and such, that's what they need to continue doing to keep this game 2 in their favor.
Yeah, I fully agree. Oh, I just remember what I was going to bring up earlier. You were talking
what am I
about...
doing?
Wait, did you join? Oh, that's classic. Classic. But I do remember what I was talking about earlier. You were talking about West and how you think that they need to shut West down. And I would go even further a little bit and say that they can shut down either West or Bad Boy. One thing that I know about these cats, if you notice, they both got KCC in their name. Well, they play on a team together in a different league. So these guys got some pre-game chemistry, if you will, but it's not going to be enough, as Alpaca's just, he does it past the whole team again.
Yeah, and unfortunate miss there by West, setting that up, and Alpaca just had an easy roll in, and already Gorgon's down 1-0 with 4:40 left.
Alpaca just showing us why those animals are amazing. It's one of my favorite animals on the planet. Aside from the fact that they'll spit on you, that's not cool, but They're pretty cute.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness, and NyQuil gonna drop another one in an awkward ball off the ceiling, extending Ignite's lead by 2.
How in the world did that get in? If NyQuil's old enough to buy a lottery ticket, he should go buy it because that was an incredibly insane shot there with West that you can almost call him a 50 god, but I don't know if he'll do that just yet.
Yeah, that's those big words for any novice if we're just being real. Even the best novice is far from that. But nonetheless, a win is a win, and when you gotta, that's why we have weight classes. That's why we have league classes. That way people aren't punching down. And oh my goodness, West almost with that long ball. That would have been so clean, but it bounced off of the. Oh, it doesn't matter. Bad boy with the big dunk, but it doesn't go in. Bounces off of the crossbar. Gorgon's just not able to find the back of the net in this game so far, and I mean, they're hitting everything but the net, Malo.
Yeah, they truly are, and I'm trying to see what exactly they might be doing wrong here, but as a novice player, sometimes you don't see everything, which is why you get those coaching things from your GM or from someone in a higher place in the league. Which I think earlier we said Smooth was rival, but I believe he is actually Titan. So you definitely want to listen to a Titan when it comes to the coaching.
Yeah, that's true, and 100% my bad if you're listening to Smooth. I didn't mean to disrespect you like that. Smooth.
Oh no, it was me.
Oh, Tripwire finding an empty net. Where are the Gorgons?
I have no idea. I think one just got bumped a little bit there. I heard a demo come out too, so it sounds like they just missed or got outshot there by the Ignite team.
Yeah, unfortunate for the Gorgons here as they're in an awkward position, but West with a huge answer right there off the kickoff. Now only down by 2. That puts them right back in contention. 3 minutes left on the clock, Malo. That's a lot of time to catch up.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Especially in novice, things can swing very, very quickly, and we've seen it in higher leagues also, but novice especially, you can see it.
Yeah, all novice league is like Forbidden Temple. None of it makes sense.
You got a point there for sure.
HK Bad Boy coming through, trying to get something set up for the Gorgons. You see the Gorgons turned on their afterburners. They are doing the most right now, trying to get all the offense generated so that way they can stay alive here as Tripwire comes in, misses the ball, but gets the demo on Bad Boy. But nobody else from Ignite there to take advantage. As Alpaca, no way, almost had the nuttiest angle. The Tripwire can't finish it out. Alpaca going for it as well. Ignite just throwing everything they got at the ball, but they're not able to find the back of the net with it. But it's still working out for them as they are keeping all the offensive pressure. Tripwire gonna go ahead and slam that one through. If you take enough shots, eventually one's gonna go in.
Are Downsky, and yeah, absolutely. When we talked about it earlier, shot volume is key sometimes, and in Novice League, it's an even bigger key because this is what happens. You get up by 3 with just a little under halfway to go.
Yeah, this is a tough position for Gorgons to be in, especially since they're down in the series. If they lose this match here, it's gonna, or excuse me, this game here, they're gonna be down 2-0 in the series, looking to potentially be swept out of the play-ins. But Yosoi Reckless determined to not let that happen, not able to follow the ball. Alpaca also missing his touches. Bad Boy trying desperately to get the ball out. No beans, but Tripwire can't find the back of the net. NyQuil trying to keep it alive, steals the boost from Gorgons there, but Reckless gonna send this one out, trying to reset here and get a little bit of offense of their own, as Reckless with some huge bumps, but nobody from Gorgons there to take advantage. I think he got like 2 or 3 bumps on the defender there, Malo.
Yeah, he did, and I was going to say next time, what I want to see from this Gorgons team is more bumps, because they have just about the same amount of shots as Ignite does. Oh my. Huge. And they're just not producing goals, and they need to do something different, like bumping or demoing.
Certainly, and that second man has got to be ready for situations like that. That's the second time that I've seen that they had an clear opportunity and that they just missed because there was no second man in position trying to get that ball, and that's going to not work for you. That is going to end up, where you're at in a 4-1, now 5-1 position as Tripwire gets it past two defenders there to send it home.
Oh man, what a nice little 50 there, blocking the save. And if you're the Gorgons now, you want to at least get one goal here to send us into game 3 and get some momentum back. You don't want to leave without at least scoring one more goal here.
Yeah, it's very true, especially going down 2-0 in the series. Looking at having to reverse sweep is not the position you want to be in. Will the Gorgons be able to do it? Only 15 seconds left on game number 2, so this one's pretty much a done deal for them. They just need to, as you said, Malo, gain as much momentum as they can. Can they get a ball here? West with the shot, and Bad Boy gonna clean it up. There you go. That's exactly what they needed, Malo.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now they can go into game 3 and say, "See, boys, we can do it. Let's do it." So now they got to figure out what they need to consistently do here in game 3. Once it starts to figure out, or to at least get to game 4 and potentially reverse sweep.
In the final seconds here, winding down in game number 2, before this goes to Ignite, the ball hits. Ignite now up by 2 in the series, sitting at match point. Only need one more win to send Gorgons packing. Will they be able to do it? I don't know. Gorgons not looking super hot right now, I'm not going to lie. I'd say the two main things they need to do here, Malo, they have to dial in their shots. They had a pretty good shot volume. They had pretty much kept up with Ignite there, but they hit so many posts. They hit so many crossbars. They just weren't able to do it. The two shots that they had to, or the two goals that they had to use all 3 players because the first 2 players shanked their shots. They have to clean up their accuracy, and they pretty much need to not be getting bumped by Ignite. Maybe, like you said, do a little bit more bumping themselves, but that second man has also got to be ready. That's multiple times. The second man was not there, and this could have been, a 5-4 game for Gorgons.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think looking at it, I think it just might be a communications issue or something, or maybe some stream nerves. I don't know if some of these people are in their first play-ins game, but or play-ins match, but it's definitely can affect you. And so now you just got to regroup and pretend it's no longer the play-ins and just go all out.
True. And I can't speak for Reckless or Alpaca as I don't know much of their history, but the other 4 players, this is not their first time in postseason in Nemesis or in other leagues. So, nerves, always a possibility, but at certain point, it's really not a good excuse. Game 1, hey, it happens. Game 2, game 3, game 4, you really need to be shaking that stuff off. But will Gorgons be able to shake this off? We'll have to see here as Reckless starting off with a banger shot. A little bit far back, though. Easy save for the defense. Needed to probably run that one a little bit closer, keep possession. As another thing that we see here often, Malo, in the Novice League is these players lack control. They don't control the ball. They just try and bang it as hard as they can and then let the team just chase the ball and see what they can make happen, as opposed to trying to control it in the midfield, trying to actually, set something up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You'll see that a bunch, and I think that's actually part of the reason why Ignite has scored so much is because they have kept it closer to them, more. And we do see a lot of boomer ball in this league. That's one thing that I'm sure that Smooth told them is also, hey, keep that ball close. They like to bang the ball. Oh, what a demo there. Tripwire, getting him out of the way is exactly what you want to try and maybe be okay with not getting scored on.
And Gorgon's doing a better job here, keeping the 0-0 scoreline, not allowing Ignite to get a lot of offensive pressure here. Bad Boy almost clipping on the Ignite team there, as Reckless gonna take control of the ball in the corner. He doesn't got a lot of juice left, but still tried to make something happen. NyQuil gonna send that one down. Alpaca with not much to do here, as Tripwire tries to get the 50, but it's going to go in favor of the Gorgons. NyQuil keeping the pressure alive for Ignite, trying to get a shot, but it's going to go wide. And it looks like we might have the streamer just leave the match.
Yeah, I think he did. I don't know.
Well,
I wonder if he lost internet.
uh-oh. I wonder, does that mean they can't hear us?
I don't know. It looks like he's still on. So, um, maybe.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's
Oh, I think
rejoining.
he's
He's rejoining.
rejoining here. Okay, so hopefully y'all can still hear us. If not, we're just going to keep things rolling like normal. 2 minutes left here, a little over 2 minutes. We've got 0-0 scoreline still. Tripwire there trying to make it, and he does. Comes through, makes the first goal. Almost 3 minutes gone before the first goal here. We're definitely seeing a different Gorgons.
Yeah, we are, but right now it's still not enough, and you gotta improve that. While I know you guys might like to see my beautiful face, but you guys want to watch the game, so I'm sure that'll get fixed here shortly. KCC West, the Gorgons, they're doing some stuff on defense, but not on offense. I still see a lot of double commits, and you know. They still got to clean that up, or else they're going to be sent packing here.
Yeah, I fully agree. They got less than 2 minutes, and this is the game that's going to send them home. They have to win. They have to get at least one goal in the next minute and 30 seconds, or that's it. Wrap it up, boys. Good season. Better luck next time. Will they be able to do it here? Alpaca, not interested in allowing that to happen. Alpaca going for the solo play again. Not able to find anything, though. Is NyQuil going to take it away? Maybe looking for a soft pass. Teammate there. Tripwire can't beat out the defender. Alpaca trying to get the 50. It pinches all the way across to the other side of the field. West just doing everything he can to keep it away from Ignite. Reckless with a huge save, but he didn't get the ball cleared out. West is able to get up there and get that touch, safely put the ball away. Bad boy banging it up. 1 minute remaining for Gorgons here. West makes it back in time to stop that shot from Alpaca, but Tripwire sends it back. The double commit, but they're able to get the clear out. 45 seconds remain. Can Gorgons do what it takes to get one goal here and equalize this up, stay alive in the series, possibly force the game number 4? Alpaca with a save, as Gorgons not able to do much on that offensive push. Alpaca puts it out towards the mid. Reckless gets the touch, keeps it away from the shooter, and Bad Boy putting it towards the net, but Alpaca makes an easy save, gets his third save of the game. The final 20 seconds here, Gorgons have to do it. This is do or die time for them. Will they be able to? Alpaca, not enough juice to stick with the ball. Final 10 seconds here, and it looks like Gorgons might have one more chance at this, as Reckless takes it up the wall, bounces it. Alpaca not gonna let it happen. The ball needs to stay up if the Gorgons want to stay alive. Is this something they can do? No. Alpaca's gonna get the touch, put it down. Ignite gets the sweep, the win in game number 3, sends the Gorgons home, and secures their spot for Saturday night.
That's unfortunate for the Gorgons. I know they're a better team than this, usually at least anyway. Maybe someone having a bad night, and sometimes that happens. It's not the night you want to have it though, But congrats to the Ignite, congrats to the sweep on stream for the Firestorm org here. Finally getting on stream and showcasing why they are here in the play-ins and making runs for playoffs.
Yeah, most definitely. Big ups to Ignite. Big ups to the Firestorm org. I gotta say, like 3 wins. Hey, dude, doing the most. Some people might be like, man, you got 3 teams in playoffs, but hey, that's better than some orgs sometimes have no teams in play-ins. And I said playoffs earlier, but I meant play-ins. Some teams have no teams. So having 3 teams in play-ins, at least 2 of them that are gonna get out, maybe one of them that did get out, and then 2 potentially to get out. Still, or no, I guess all 3 of them got to play Saturday. I'm tripping.
Nah, you're fine. It's a lot to keep up with sometimes, especially when it's the same org, because during the regular season, right? You think about set teams that you play against, basically, and so So the way that the play-ins work and all that can definitely get to you for sure. So congrats again to Ignite. Gorgons, you'll get them next year. You know, like I said earlier, with the stuff that's happening with the off season, we'll see what they come up with. But that smooth buff, too strong tonight.
Most definitely. And if we don't already got, I don't got the stream up, but if we don't already got the bracket, we want to throw up the bracket so we can see what happened here in the novice league as Ignite knocks out Gorgons and moves over to what'd you say it was the Spitfires, right? Yeah, Spitfire
Yes,
go against the
Spitfires.
Spitfires on Saturday. One of these teams is going to go home on Saturday. Spitfires Ignite. One of them is going to go on to play the Wisps. Like I said earlier, it's like a lose-lose situation, to be honest. The Wisps are going to be a tough team for anybody to dethrone. And if my team can make it through the first round, then I'll be more than likely having to go up against them in the semifinals, which I'm not thrilled about. But if either Spitfires or Ignite can't take them out, I guess it's going to be up to the Vikings. We're going to have to shut them down.
Yeah, and you know, you look at the Vikings Ninja, that top half of the bracket, Vikings Ninjas, Spitfires, Ignite, Gorgons. Any good day, you know, with any of those teams going against the Wisps, and you know the Wisps just happen to have a bad day, we could see a crazy grand final that doesn't involve them, and it anything can happen. So you know, I won't say for sure that you know the Wisps are definitely you know got this in a lock, but it's definitely tough to win against them, and you know to face them is exactly what you're gonna showcase here Saturday and show that you can do it. And the one thing you want to do is a sweep to showcase it. Otherwise, you know, you might be. Did both teams? Well, I was going to say, did both teams face the Wisps this season? Or say, sorry, all three of them. Or
I think so. Do you play everybody at least once? I believe so. Yeah, so
Okay.
Wisps have played every single novice team at least once, and they've beaten every single novice team at least once. Some they've beaten twice.
Yeah, and they're the only undefeated team this season as well. You know, going into the postseason. So you definitely can't discount it, especially when they did it convincingly the majority of the time. They definitely had some game fives, and against some surprising teams too. You know, they had if I'm not mistaken, the Whelps did it to them on stream a while back. So, and I might be confusing them or Diffusion or someone. But anyway, uh, first Saturday though, Spitfires Ignite.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one, I think. And that's pretty much gonna wrap us up for this match here. But don't worry, we've got one more match to bring y'all tonight after we come back from a short break. This one's gonna be a little bit longer than the last one as we're caught up on time here. So if you need to, take the dogs out, whatever you need to do, get you some snacky poos, refill your drinks, crack open a cold one, or if you're not old enough, then don't do that, please. But we're gonna take a quick break here. When we come back, we're gonna be in the Prospect League. We've got the number 9 Origin going up against the number 10 seed Velocity, and I think that's gonna be a pretty good one too, Malo.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you know, both of those teams, great teams, and you know, Origin has went through a couple of different changes throughout the season. So seeing them have a solid team and making a run is a good thing. But you know, Velocity, you can't count them out. So yeah, it's going to be a great one.
Most definitely. And like I said, we're going to take a quick break here, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back in, I think, like 10-ish minutes, maybe 15. Looks like 10:45 is the next scheduled match. So stick around. We will be right back after this short break.
Shutting up or letting go, no. Nobody ever told you no. And I lose it, and you use it, makes me itch. Can't do this anymore. No, I don't really care. I don't, it's not really fair. No, I won't let you in my head. Let you push me off the edge. No, I don't really care. I don't, it's not really fair. No, I won't let you in my head. Let you push me Sharp words sort of like a break on the back of my neck. You just won't quit, you twist the knife, it makes me sick. And I lose it, and you use it, makes me itch. Can't do this anymore. No, I don't really care. I don't, it's not really fair. No, I won't let you in my head, let you push me off the edge. No, I don't really care. I don't, it's not really fair. No, I
Alright, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to our final matchup of the night as we're heading over to the Prospect League for a spicy matchup. We have a Season 4 and Season 6 Grand Finals rematch. These two teams have gone at each other 4 seasons, Mallow, and, you know, they got to bring it back for the one time here tonight as we're in the final matchup, Origin versus Velocity.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Was surprised to be here this late, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and Origin they've had to do some changes to get where they are now, and they've now made a good run into the play-ins, and so yeah, at each other's throats, and it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a late one, but we make it work. We make it work. So I appreciate Mallow helping out. I appreciate everyone hanging out with us as we're looking to get everyone back into this this matchup here very shortly. But before we do, let's take a quick look at the playoff/play-in brackets here, as we've already had some play-in action going down on Monday. Most of the matches for today have been completed besides this one. But Mallow, we saw Faded take on the victory in match 1. Warhawks are going to be awaiting the winner of this match.
Yeah, and it's going to be a good one. Whoever is going to face the Warhawks, because that Warhawks team is a real good team, and they played. I don't know if they played their normal lineup or if they subbed out, because I know Cozy Boy usually I think plays. I could be wrong there, but they were doing it with any of their players, and so that's one thing you like to have as a playoff team is depth, because you can't sub in or sub up. So. Yeah, I think it's going to be a great one Saturday, whoever it is.
Yeah, it definitely is, and the winner is going to have to face off against those pesky Banshees who have looked so good there. So we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see how it shakes out. But it looks like we've got everyone in the lobby here. Everything looking all good to go here, Mallow. So as the predictions are up, there are a lot of channel points down. It's split right down the middle. 56,000 on Origin, 56,000 on Velocity. So the chat is split here. The survey, they're leaning towards Origin 22-4. They're saying otherwise. But what do you think, Mallow, as we've got him in the lobby ready to join up?
Oh man, if this was playoffs, I would say a shoe in for Origin, but they've been so shaky that you can't say one way or the other that they're going to win here. But I would, little org biased, and I really like the players on Origin as Parallax. I played with Parallax last season. I would like to see them win, but it's tough to say right now. Hopefully, we see another Game 5 tonight.
Hopefully, why not end the night with a Game 5? We are gonna have to see as we're getting underway here. And this one, Origin in the blues tonight with Air Sweeney, Parallax, and Jaegers, and then Velocity over there, Hydro, Jonesy, and Shag Barter, otherwise known as Nixoy. And we're gonna have to see who is gonna step up. Definitely for me, my eyes are on Jaegers on the Origin squad. He has got many goals per game. I believe is 1.15 or 1.14. He's right around there, so he's definitely the one to watch out for. And then I'm looking for Hydro on the other end on Velocity, a great solid player, and really Mallow, you mentioned it, but all these players, Nemesis veterans here, so they've got some good Nemesis experience.
Oh yeah, every single one of these, I recognize all these names, and on the Velocity team, you got Jonesy, and Jonesy is a heck of a player himself. So you definitely don't want to discount that squad either. But also at the same time, like really this field is lined up with all stars, and it's going to be great. I can't wait to see how this game unfolds.
Yeah, definitely. So we're gonna have to see as we're into it here in Game 1. This ball is up in the midfield. Parallax looking to take a shot, but just gonna go a little bit wide there. Sweetie blocks one across the middle. Shag Barter gonna get a touch, but Jaegers gonna come back here, trying to send this one down in the midfield, popping it up high, but Hydro gonna erase the attacker on the other side. As Parallax trying to get to this one, it's gonna be sent back. Sweeney just spawning in, gonna grab some boost, clear out to the side for a moment. This one blocked back down. Jaegers looking to take this one, gonna get it by 1, but Velocity actually gonna pop this one up. Parallax with an opportunity for a shot. He's going to put it off the post. Not quite going to go. Jaegers trying to dive in, but Hydro is going to clear it away. And we're about 2 minutes in. Mallow Origin getting a little bit of pressure here right now.
Yeah, they are, and it's early in here, right? But Velocity definitely need to kick up on that offensive pressure because they don't have a single shot yet. So They need to do something here. See if they can get Origin out of position and potentially make a goal.
Yeah, definitely so. They might be able to do so. That's the one thing that Origin has struggled with this season is their positioning and their rotations. So that's definitely gonna be the way to capitalize. Air Sweeney is hunting down Hydro, trying to make it happen. Parallax with a big body 50, and he gets it
Oh
away.
my God. Oh my goodness. What a body there by Parallax. And Parallax just he was a fantastic player last season in Novice. He was on Genesis. He moved up. Nyx, I believe, was also the same way. He was in Prospect 2 seasons ago, but went down to Novice. Now he's back up to Prospect. And, seeing these two guys back up here and playing the way they've been playing, very, very well done there, though, by Parallax.
Yeah, definitely so. And it's good to see Parallax back. He was part of that Season 6 Origin team that faced off against this Velocity roster. Unfortunately, they dropped in Game 7 as Jaegers. He was a part of that Season 4 Origin roster that won it all. He's going to put this one in.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of a double commit. I don't know if it was a fake or not. If it was a fake, it was a really good fake. Good job there by Jaegers with that shot and goal.
Yeah, definitely. So Jaegers, he is that goal scorer, has been this season. He's a very aggressive player. He's going to be able to slide that one in the back of the net as he puts that one home. And Origin finding the 2-0 lead pretty early here. Jaegers on the backboard. Sweeney trying to get that touch. Not quite going to make it happen. This one's sent out. Velocity with an opportunity with Parallax. Going to cut it down. Actually, going to caught him out here. Looking for another dunk. He finds it through, but Velocity able to get back clear to the corner just for a moment there as Shag Barter going to help his teammate out there. Hydro looking for a bang. Send this one down. Jaegers going to be a tough ball to save. He backflips. He can't get to it. Hydro puts it in.
Oh man. Whew. What a bang there by Hydro and Jaegers. Just unfortunate, mishaps there. I feel the pain. I feel that pain so much.
It happens sometimes, Mallow. To the best of us. It does.
Though, Rockerman, I will say one thing before I pass it off back to you as a good talking point. We were talking about depth and stuff, and I believe it was the last week of the season, last day before hard roster lock, Origin picked up Sky Newbie, who is actually a little bit higher in the MMRs than Parallax here, but we see him out on the field, and then the depth on Velocity, they have Redwater, who is not a bad player himself. So to have this kind of depth, very beneficial.
Yeah, definitely so, and that's the advantage of a 4-man roster. If you've got a multiple good players, sometimes you need them to sub in, and you gotta play with the cards that you're dealt sometimes, and make it happen. And both these teams have definitely had some turbulent times this season, but they made it into the show, and right now trying to find a play and win as a huge demo. It's gonna come through. This ball can be blocked back across. Jaegers gonna keep control, but Velocity trying to get one more off to middle. Hydro gonna send it up high. Parallax jumping out this one, gonna clear it away. 30 seconds now. Can Velocity tie this game one up? Or will Origin take the early lead? This ball is up. Jaegers looking for the angle, shooting towards it. Shag Barter with a huge save. Sweeney now trying to keep the pressure. Parallax up in the midfield, trying to keep it towards net. Hydro gonna take control. The Velocity gonna have to take it down the length of the pitch. Jaegers gets one touch. All three of Origin are out. They're caught out. The net, it is open. Jaegers gotta get back to it. He makes a touch. The follow attempt. It's not gonna go. It's gonna go a little bit wide, but Velocity able to keep it up. Origin gonna send it down, and they hold on, and they win game one.
Oh man, if I'm Origin, I'm very happy right now because that might have been a tying goal and could have went very differently for them if that was in. So, good job there by Origin first. 4 shots apiece, 2 saves apiece. Just proof right there that these guys are evenly matched, and the chemistry is strong with both of these two.
Yeah, Mal, looking at those stat charts, that's about as dead even as it gets right there. The score is almost the same. The only thing that was different is, Velocity got a couple more demos, and Origin, they just had the goal differential. They got that one extra goal, so 9 versus 10, very even matchup, but Origin holds on. Velocity, though, they did have a couple opportunities there, Mal. What do you think they need to do here heading into game number 2 to try to break through and tie the series up?
Well, one thing they need to do is try to avoid those demos and bumps. Origin is really good on that usually, and we saw what happened there with that first goal with Parallax. They need to try and make sure they get in a little bit better position to ensure that they can, see any potential oncoming demos and goals. And on the flip side, do the same thing back to Origin. Don't let Origin get comfortable on the defense.
Yeah, definitely so there. And well, we're gonna have to see if they can do just that as we're heading into game number 2 on Urban Central. Can Origin take a 2-0 series lead, or will it be Velocity tying this series up? That's what we're trying to figure out. Velocity unfortunately dropped the earlier match 3-0 to Origin, so trying to get some revenge, if you will, here, and knock Origin out of the postseason contention. But gonna be a tough task. We'll see if they're up to it. As we're into this one, Origin back in their zone. This ball can be popped up. A demo comes through, but the ball can be cleared out by Jaegers. There is Hydro out of the midfield. 50 coming through. Sweeney looking to give chase. This one's sent off to the side. Parallax gonna find a touch, banging it down, trying to find Jaegers in the midfield. He finds a big 50. Shag Barter on the dribble. Gonna clear it through Air Sweeney. This Parallax gonna take it in the corner. Find a little pinch off the sidewall, but Hydro just waiting for him to do that. As Hydro trying to get it through, but not quite gonna find the touch. Velocity really trying to turn up the pressure. As they find it in the corner here, Parallax gonna be dunked out. Jonesy has an opportunity here. This ball off the sidewall, dangerous ball. Shag Barter gonna find it. A little bit double commit from Origin. And this one passed out of the midfield. Great pass. Hydro gonna look to shoot it in. Can't quite find it. It's denied again. Origin holding on the defense. The Velocity there, Mallow. A couple of great opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're doing the bumps and everything, but the rotations are actually a lot better. And you mentioned that was a big issue for them, Origin, but they're doing great right now, and that they just need to continue that and just go back on offense and get a goal.
Yeah, definitely so. That was one of their struggles, but right there they were able to lock it in and make it happen. On the defensive end is Jaegers taking a shot toward the net. Shag Barter gonna get a touch. This one back in the corner. Parallax leaving it for Sweeney, who's trying to set that one up. It's going to pop up high. Opportunity here as Velocity on the counter. Jonesy is up. Parallax going to drop it down, but Shag Barter, they're looking for the shot just a little bit wide as Jonesy, he tried to drop it down, but Sweeney is going to be the one to clear it out. Back into the Velocity zone for a moment as Jaegers trying to get out to this one, trying to send it down. Shag Barter on the dribble. Sweeney diving in on this one. Jonesy going to have to make the touch. He does. Able to get it out, but Jaegers and Sweeney, same spot there, gonna allow Velocity to keep the pressure as they send it back in. Jaegers gonna clear this one out, but this one popped up. A bump comes through. Jaegers gonna get a touch. It's floating in front of the net. Dangerous ball, and Jonesy's gonna come through to take the lead.
Oh man, I thought there was going to be a clear there at the end, but no. Jonesy made sure that ball went in. Fantastic bumps there by the Velocity team, and Jonesy just able to creep in there and sneak it in there for a goal. Be up 1-0 at the halfway point.
Yeah, huge there for Velocity to get that one through, as that one was floating in front of the net. They had another opportunity earlier, just couldn't find it through, but this one finally going to go their way, so they're going to take the lead in this game number 2. Can they add to it? This ball off the sidewall. Velocity throwing it off the backboard, but Parallax is there. Trying to find a 50. Gonna get bumped out of the way there. It's Velocity, but Jaegers trying to take it down. Hydro gonna be up for this one, trying to put it towards net. Parallax all over that one, and Shag Barter looking for the bump. This one shot towards the net. Jaegers gonna come through and make the touch, but Jonesy right back up. Parallax has to connect. He does, but this one, another shot blocked by Jaegers, but it's gonna go be sent back into Velocity zone. As they're waiting on this one, gonna be bounced off the wall there out in the midfield. Parallax finding that 50 here. It's about a 1 minute 40 remaining here. Origin down by 1, looking to go on the attack. Is Jaegers as he puts it in the double tap to tie it up.
What a shot there by Jaegers. Fantastic job. Was able to be patient for that ball, see if it was going to be missed up in the air, and it was, and he was able to double tap it in for a goal and tied it up with 1:36 left.
And right around the defender too. Had to use a little bit of air roll action to get around him, and Velocity couldn't quite hold that one there as Sweeney is coming back trying to take the lead, but instead it's Velocity sending this one down. Could be a dangerous ball. And here comes Jonesy again, his second, to give Velocity the lead right back.
They answered it very quickly there. That's what you want to do is answer it quickly, and they did just that. Nice pass there by Hydro to send it back, and Jonesy was there to make the goal.
A huge goal by Jonesy. He's putting two massive ones here in this game number 2. He's giving his team a 2-1 lead here as they're hoping to tie the series up. Do not want to get in the position to have to reverse sweep. We've seen time and time again so far in this play-ins is that if you go down 2-0, it's a death sentence usually. No one has been able to come back from a 2-0 deficit yet. Is this one gonna be blocked in? Origin got the pressure momentarily. Sweeney just gonna shoot this one on net, and
no.
Velocity just not gonna go out for that ball, and Sweeney is just gonna, I'll take that.
Yeah, I think Jonesy was going to try and pinch it, and he was just too slow there. And Air Sweeney's like, okay. And this is exactly what you want to see if you're Origin. You want to see Air Sweeney more involved here because up to that point, he really wasn't involved a lot.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't, and that's the 2-time MVP in the Prospect League. So he's definitely a dangerous man on the pitch. And he's finally going to get one on the board this time as, whoa, him and Jaeger's both going to go. Jaeger just diving in on him. And that one, very messy. But they're not going to get punished quite yet. But this one popping up, a dangerous ball is floating.
Oh, man.
And there they will get punished by a Jonesy hat trick.
Oh, man. That's unfortunate. And I know Sweeney wanted to be able to get a touch there, but Nix or Shagbarter just got enough of that ball to get it out of Sweeney's hands, and the miss by Jaeger's unfortunate.
Yeah, tough one there to get that one away. As now Velocity goes back in the lead here, trying to tie this one up. This one sent towards the net. Parallax trying to get out to it just a little bit wide. He's going to find a touch. This one dropped down Hydro. All over that one. It's stuck in the corner. Jaegers has to avoid the demo. Sweeney trying to stay out with this one. It gets a late touch, but not much doing as Jaegers is up. Gonna be dunked out. Jonesy blocks him there. Sweeney can leave it for Parallax. This one sent in. Origin gotta make some happen, but this one floating right towards their net. Jonesy trying to get the touch. It's not gonna go. Origin gonna have a chance here to try to keep it up. It's in their corner. All three of them there. Gotta keep this ball going here, but that one is gonna touch the ground. And Velocity gonna tie us up in one apiece.
Oh man, right there at the end with the Origin defending, one thing I saw was an almost double commit there by Jaegers and Parallax, but Parallax went down, and I don't know if there were some good comms there or if he saw or heard, but either way, that was a good job there to prevent that. But unfortunately, wasn't able to get any offense, and when we look at this, they were edged out just a little bit in shots, but the defense wise, Origin was doing great.
Yeah, Origin, they were holding on in the defense for the most part. It seemed like they stopped most of the Velocity opportunities, but Velocity just had enough. Too much Jonesy in the end there, as they are going to tie this series up. And now as we head into game number 3, Mallow, what are you trying to see here from both these teams heading this one to try to take the series lead?
Well, Origin needs to spread out a little bit. I think they're too close together. I see a lot of double commits on offense. Not as much on defense, but on offense I see it quite a bit. And Jaegers just sneaks one in there very quickly on the kickoff, and Origin's already up by 1.
Yeah, he's just gonna come through, and hey, if you're not guarding your net, Jaegers is gonna put it on net there. He is gonna make you pay, and like we mentioned, he is a big goal scorer this season, number 5 in the Prospect League, 1.14 goals per game. So he's gonna get his goals there, and you leave an opportunity like that, he is gonna make you pay. And he did just there, and Origin off to a good start here. Have to see if they can carry it on, or if Velocity is gonna find an answer. Shagbarter trying to get this one in. It's gonna drop down, but Jaegers able to get it just away. Only as far as Jonesy though. As this one sent towards the net, opportunity, but going to be saved away. A follow-up. Air Sweeney trying to get it in there. As Origin looking to keep this one up. Parallax going to find a touch, able to send it off to the side. This one pops up high. A demo comes through. Opportunity. The net is open. Going to go off the post. Here comes Jonesy looking for the follow, but it's going to go wide. Velocity almost able to get that one through, but not quite able to make it happen there, as now they're fighting on the defensive end there.
Yeah, and I didn't even get to say what we wanted to see from Velocity because they scored so quickly. The Origin team did, but you definitely want to see more Jonesy, but not that type of Jonesy right there. You want to see the hat trick Jonesy that you saw last game. keep him involved, keep him scoring, and if they do, it's going to be another tough game if they can do that.
Yeah, definitely so. Jonesy was the main catalyst there in that Game 2 win for Velocity. We'll see if he's got some more of that Game 2 Jonesy in him. This one popped down. Jonesy looking out for Hydro. Gonna get it around to 1. This one an opportunity. Gonna pop it up with a double commit from Velocity. Could be a counterattack option, but instead, Shag Barter gonna keep this one in. Jaeger's gonna set it down over the top of 1. Sweeney trying to get out to this one. It's actually dropping straight down. Shag Barter gonna get a touch, but Parallax gonna shoot it towards the net. He's gonna put it in, finding it home.
Parallax with the Genesis goal explosion there. I love seeing that. What a shot there by Parallax. And it looks like Shag Barter there was going for boost and realized that, oh no one's back there, and Parallax was able to get it in.
Yeah, and they just catch him off rotation there. And Origin gonna go up 2-0 here. This ball, a tough one to read. It's falling off the backboard. Hydro coming through. He's gonna put it in off the double tap attempt, and Velocity gonna bring it within 1.
Oh man, so close there from Parallax, and almost again there. Unfortunately, just good placement there by Hydro. That's a tough one to make because you don't know when that defender is going to flip, and now they're here within 1.
Yeah, right back into it here, and might be able to tie it right back up. Is this one floating in the midfield, but can't connect? Jonesy had an opportunity, just not quite able to get to it, but Hydro able to keep this one in. Jaeger's gonna jump out, but not really getting it anywhere as Shag gonna keep it in. Sweeney finding the 50. This ball off to the corner. Shot towards the net, but not gonna go. This Hydro looking to give some chase here. This ball up in the midfield. Dangerous ball. It's gonna float in. Origin punished as Shag Barter puts it on.
Oh, Shag Barter did a fantastic light touch here. Basically a triple commit there in a sense. Everyone on Origin chasing that ball, and Shag just snuck it in there as the defenders flew across the goal.
Yeah, and good patience there from Velocity, able to make it happen. And Origin had the 2-0 lead, but they're able to answer right back as Sweeney gonna ring that one off the post. Almost had it. Sweeney again trying to keep this one in. This one off to the side. Parallax gonna be the one on this ball. This one dropped down, gonna be popped up. A little bit awkward for Origin, but Sweeney gonna try to control it. Jaeger's gonna get a touch, not the best. We're gonna find a back pass as Parallax taken to the air. What does he have? Can throw it off the ceiling. That's gonna allow Hydro to get right back to it. This one still in the velocity zone. Sweeney off the backboard. Opportunity, gonna be a huge pop there. Hydro with that one as Parallax gonna take control. Has a little bit more boost as Jaeger's on that one too. They're gonna send it towards the net, but not quite. Gonna make it happen is Parallax and Sweeney gonna double commit. Could be an opportunity. What does Jonesy have in the tank? He's just trying to float it in, and he does. He puts it in.
I think he got maybe, I don't know if the server actually said he hit it there at the end, but it looks like he hit it just barely to redirect it, and Air Sweeney just wasn't able to get it because of that, I believe.
Yeah, it was a good play. It's Jonesy once again making a massive play, and Velocity scoring 3 unanswered here. How does Origin respond? It's going to be a response from Sweeney off the backboard. A demo comes through, but Hydro going to win that one by. So you're trying to find this 50. Still back down the midfield. Jonesy towards the net. Opportunity. But Sweeney is going to bang it out in minute 24 now. Origin got to start digging here. As Parallax sends this one in. Shag Barter going to find a touch. Jonesy trying to help it out there. See if we get it off to the side. Parallax going to get this one, but Jonesy, he's all over that read. Jaegers going to be a tough read to find. Try to find that one. It's shot towards the net. Jaegers has to race back. He does, but a follow-up attempt could come through. Shag not quite ready to go for that one as he's wiped off the pitch. But this one off the corner from Hydro. Parallax looking to send it down. Jaegers is out, lurking, trying to drop it down. It's floating towards the net. Oh my goodness! It's on the goal line. It's still there. They can't find it. Jaegers trying to slow it down. Parallax, he's coming through, taking it slow, taking it over the top, and putting it in.
Holy cow, that could have been so bad for Origin right there. If I'm not mistaken, I think Origin players bumped each other into the out of that position too. So someone was exiting the goal and someone was, rushing in. But great job there, great patience to get that ball in and tie this game up.
Yeah, that was some massive patience on Origin's end. You thought maybe it was a little too much patience, but instead they put it through, and Jaeger's taking it around to one, looking for the hook shot, and he's gonna find the double. Actually, couldn't find it on the first time, but he follows it through, and Origin back out in front.
I know if that was me, I would be like, dang it, I missed. But for Jaegers, I think that's calculated. So great double there by Jaegers. So up by 1, 33 seconds left.
Yeah, they're able to knock that one in with 30 seconds remaining. Can Origin hold on, or can Velocity answer back? A demo attempt coming through. Parallax had to dodge that one. His Velocity sold out just a little bit. It's now Origin trying to get this ball gone. But Shag looking to make it happen, flicking it over the top. Oh my goodness, what a save by Jaegers. He clears it away. 15 seconds now. Velocity putting it in the middle. Gonna leave it for Jonesy. Off the backboard, Jonesy. Does he have another touch? He does, but Jaegers on top of that one. Shag Barter trying to drop it in. Jaegers looking to control. Hydro is there. Can't quite find the touch. This ball off the ceiling. Just gotta let it touch the ground. Sweeney gonna bang it down. And Origin gonna come back there at the very end. And they're gonna win game 3.
Oh man, good fake there by Jaegers at the end to prevent like some sort of crazy 50 and who knows the end result of that. But as we've seen just about all season this time, Jaegers on top of the scoreboard, scoring the goals, doing what he's been doing. Got looking at 8 shots to 9, only out shot by 1, but they scored where it counted, and that's what matters here.
Yeah, definitely. So they locked in at the very end, and they're now 1 win away from moving on to Saturday night. But can they do it here? I mean, Velocity, they looked solid now. I thought for a second they were going to take it, but I mean, both these teams just so closely matched. It seems like Velocity could kind of turn the tables here in game 4.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, you know what game 4 also means. So it's we've seen it already happen one time tonight. So will it happen again? Will the craziness pop up here in Forbidden Temple?
Yeah, we're gonna have to see. We'll see some Forbidden Temple craziness. We're gonna have to find out as we're into an Origin. 1 win away from moving on. Velocity, 1 win away from their 1 loss away from their season ending here. So they're gonna look to lock in here and bring it to a game 5. This ball banging back in the Origin zone. Sweeney gonna find a touch. This one out in midfield. Jonesy a little bit patient, maybe too patient. The Shag Barter finds a touch, but Jaegers is gonna come through over the top, and Velocity just not willing to challenge this ball.
Oh man, yeah. Shag just flipping the wrong way and such, unable to be in position for a potential second save, and Origin up 1-0 with 4:27 left.
Yeah, that's a huge goal, and that's the second time we've seen Origin be able to get one over Jonesy, who's just hesitating a little bit too long, and that's why they're able to score a couple of those in this one. Now they've got a big lead here in game 4. This one set down towards the net. Hydro gonna oh no, big mistake from Hydro, as Sweeney is gonna punish him.
Oh man, great staying with the ball there by Sweeney. Just kind of rotating wide to just in case something crazy happens, and that's exactly what happened. Something crazy happened. I know Hydro wants that one back.
Yeah, definitely so. Look like he's just trying to control it on the
Hold
left
up.
side of his cars. Wait a minute, this ball bouncing down. Sweeney's gonna come through a third one, finding it in. Only a minute in, Origin up 3.
Oh man, I tell you what though, what's with the Origin kickoffs today? That's the second one they've scored on kickoff now. So they figured out something on kickoffs against them. I don't know if it's a certain player or what, but Origin scored another goal and we have 4 minutes left.
Yeah, they're able to make it happen there, as they've got a 3-0 lead, but it is still very early in this game for Velocity to turn it back around. And Hydro gonna try to do just that, but it's off the post and out. That one, another one that he would have liked to just get down just a little bit more, as that one is gonna hurt. Parallax looking for that redirect, almost found it. This ball, a demo comes through, opening up the space for Sweeney.
Oh my, what a demo. Fantastic job there by Jaegers, just leaving it wide open. And if that was still me, I probably would have missed that.
It happens sometimes. That's why you're a novice.
That's right.
Just kidding, but yeah, it does happen sometimes, but not this time. Not when he got the 2-time MVP on the pitch with the wide open net. He knocks it in and gives Origin a 4-0 lead here, and they are looking poised to head to Saturday night. Can they make it happen? Can they find a date with the Warhawks to get that 8th seed? And looking like it here, but we're gonna have to see if Velocity, do they have some life left in them? What do they have left to say with their season on the line? This ball popped up. The Live double commit, but Hydro coming back around, gonna find the ankle. He slots it around the defenders, and Velocity on the board.
Yeah, he snuck that one in, and it had a little bit of power to it, but uh, the Origin was just enough out of position there that Hydro was able to sneak it by, and they're finally on the board.
They are able to make it onto the board here. And that could be the start of something here, as we've seen some crazy comebacks before in the play-in tournament. We've seen some 0-second goals. We've seen some craziness. We've got Forbidden Temple, so of course, we might see some more here. Velocity, a lot of time to work with, 3 minutes, but they gotta start working quickly, see if they can find one. As Jonesy, a big dunk, trying to get in the midfield off the backboard, but Jaegers, he's gonna find that touch. Sweeney trying to bump Hydra on the rotate back. As Jaegers dropping this one down, gonna find a double tap. Oh my goodness, Jaegers off the ceiling.
Holy cow. Okay, Origin are now cranking on all cylinders. What a shot. Holy cow. And wow. Yeah, I have no words for that.
Yeah, Jaegers just hit the defender like a ramp, threw a little boost into it, and knocked it in the back of the net. And that was a great shot there to give his team the 4-goal cushion right back. And as we approach the halfway point, Velocity gonna find one of their own back. Jonesy puts it in, still 2.5 minutes remaining, down 3.
That's exactly what you want as a Velocity fan as a Velocity player here, is to answer right back. You still got a long ways to go, but we're only halfway done, and you just need to continue letting Jonesy help and drive that goal, thing.
Yeah, definitely. So it's Jonesy as this one put in by Jonesy, and all of a sudden it's a 2-goal game.
Yeah, Jonesy did that goal thing, and here we are again, scoring back to back immediately. So nice shot there, though. Coming off the wall. It looks like I didn't see who missed there, but unfortunately, just barely missed that ball, and Jonesy was able to score.
And Jonesy able to put it in, and Velocity now find themselves only down by 2 here. Still a lot of time to work with. Origin, gotta be careful here. As Jonesy yet again trying to
No
put it
way.
in. It's flying in front of the net, but Origin luckily gonna get out with a clear there. As Jaeger sends it away, and he's looking to throw it in, but oh my goodness, Hydra's gonna bump him out of the way, making the save himself there. As sometimes you gotta use use what's in front of you.
Yeah, exactly. And wow, what a fantastic job there by Hydro to do that. And oh man, it's demo there by Jonesy
no!
too. Oh no, but yeah, just if you're Origin right now, you can't let your foot off the gas. You can't be complacent. You got to keep going and finish this game out.
Yeah, definitely. So you can't be complacent. And Velocity almost found another one. It was so close, but I think a little miscommunication. Maybe thought the touch needed to come through, but did not need to go that way. But still, Velocity found themselves down by 2. 1:20. Still some time to work with. Can they make it happen? This ball popped up in the midfield. Just waiting. Opportunity here. Just a little soft one towards net. Jaegers can have a free clear on that one. And able to make the follow-up. He's going to look for one more, possibly, as he drops it down in the midfield. Opportunity. Jaegers going to try to fake it. Parallax, though. Dives in, finds a 50. Origin got to race back. Shag Barter trying to send it down to Hydro. Looking for the redirect. Throws it off the backboard. Jonesy thought about it, but thought better of it. As we're down to a minute remaining. Velocity got to turn up the tables here, Mallow.
Yeah, they do. And one thing you don't want to do is try and be a hero right now, right? You don't want to try and go for everything just quite yet as far as one player. But as a team, you definitely need to pick it up.
Yeah, definitely so. Only 35 seconds remaining. Possibly in Velocity season. They're taking it all the way back. They got to take it the length of the pitch. Every second is a second closer to being eliminated. And this one's sent back. Sweeney, though, very patient. Parallax waiting. Sending this one off the backboard. Hydro, awkward. The Jaegers trying to come through. They 50 it away. But they got to find something with time on the clock. This Velocity trying to send it out. Jonesy and Shag both going for this one. Shot towards the net. It's going to go by 2. They got to take it down. This one going up. Sweeney just going to send it towards their zone. And with that, it's going to do it. Origin are going to hold on, and they will move on to Saturday night.
Oh man, and that's going to be a great game because I can't wait to see the Warhawks in Origin. Great job here by Origin. They did a fantastic job. They looked very, very good once they started going. Congratulations to Velocity for making it so this far, but we'll have to try again next season. Hold your head up high because you did something not every team in the league did. So congratulations to them for where they made it. and better luck next season.
Yeah, definitely so. And they gave it a good run to make it this far. Unfortunately, Origin is going to end their hopes right here. But as you mentioned, there's always next season, and we all know next season is going to be spicy with that full reset, which I know a lot of these teams can look forward to. You know, the season's over, but full reset, never done before in Nemesis, so it's a lot of hype. But we got to look forward to Saturday, Mallow, as it is gonna be a fun night. We got a lot of great matches. The last bit of the play-in tournament is going to be going down, and you mentioned it. Origin versus Warhawks just sounds like a banger to give us on Saturday.
Yeah, it absolutely does. And we also got, Spitfires and Ignite. They're going to be playing as well. I think that's going to be another good game. Of course, you're playing against for a team that has been really good, just like the Warhawks and Origin will do. They will be playing to go up against a team that has been making a tear through Prospect League. So, and then of course you have the other games that we could talk about if you wanted to, Rocker Man.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of great games. I mean, Venganza, Grandmasters, Lightspeed Blaze, Papayas Flame, some three more banger matchups, and they've all got a lot of storylines. But we'll save that. We'll save those storylines for Saturday. It'll be a lot to talk about. It'll be a lot of fun. It's the last day of the play-ins. That'll be getting going uh, around 7 to 7:45 Eastern, depending on how the scheduling works out. But we will be back Saturday night. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of great teams. I'm excited to see how it goes. I gotta give a couple quick shout outs to some people we didn't recognize earlier. Shout out to Quackbot for the 11 months. Rilo coming back with 13. Local coming back for 8. And then Cow Tato gifting a sub earlier. So much love to you guys. We appreciate it as always, and appreciate everyone hanging out on the night. But that is going to do it for us, folks. We are going to be heading off for the night, but we'll be back Saturday night. Saturday Rocket League is back, baby. And we're going to have the play-in tournament conclusion for you guys. Hopefully, we'll see you all there. Take care and have a great night, guys.